Hey everyone, welcome to Arcane Focus for episode 60. Of course, we run into some problems on any occasion. So some real big basic thing going on right now. First of all, welcome. If this is your first time here, we play D&D a lot. I'm your DM Mike. Join with me, our amazing players. We have Amber, Steve.
Pretty.
There you go. And Temple. Hey everyone. So I think we've been very vocal about this. We've been big supporters of Astral Tabletop. We've been on their, their virtual tabletop for pretty much
2 years.
Over 2 years now. Unfortunately, they're having some issues, so we switched over to Foundry. We're still learning that platform, so we don't have all of our players in platform right now. So we're gonna do our best to make sure that they see the screen, so they can make informed decisions. So there'll be moments where, like, maybe Steven Temple will be telling me, can I go see this section of this map, and I'll move it around. So apologize for that if that's a little distracting, but it should be fine.
I think you mean uninformed decision.
Yeah.
Those are more fun.
As bad as it can be. Also, a quick announcement. I believe it's on the 15th. We're having our one-shot, The Wizard's Quarrel. I have a bunch of new faces joining us today. All of them, ironically enough, come from TikTok. We have a bunch of D&D TikTokers who are joining us, which is really exciting. It's a platform that I am not creative in, and I give it up to them who are.
It's not for you, Mike. I'm sorry.
No, I'm too old. I looked in a mirror lately, and I was like, I'm not TikTok.
I'm like,
material.
we have a TikTok.
I mean, Arcane Focus does have a TikTok, so go find that.
Go find that.
It's not you, it's stuff.
Another thing is that if you type ! giveaway in chat, we actually have a secret code word that you can find out, because we are giving away a bunch of the Mithril Armory's tin 20s. More of these guys. Some beautiful tin foldable D20s that you can go ahead and keep in your back pocket for whenever a random 5e encounter happens and you need a D20. You'll have one always at the ready. Much thanks to Mithril Armory for hooking up our audience with a bunch of these guys. So please do not forget to join in.
Next week we don't have a session.
Next week we don't have a session. Why? Oh, just family stuff. Right.
Not us.
My brain clicked. Life finds a way.
Not in this case.
I think maybe that might be all the announcements I have for today. So, with that in mind, are you guys ready for a quick recap of what happened last time?
Yeah.
All right. Odd colors and strange sensations fill our party as they narrowly escape a visit from the undead Queen Catherine Evergrey. Now standing in a strange wooden facsimile of Cleedon City. However, sitting on where the Eclipse Coliseum would have been, now stands a gigantic, large, glowing purple-hued tree. So large that it reaches further up into the sky. After some light exploring, the party found a treant and a displacer beast. Displacer beast pet, I should say. Finding this creature to be friendly, the rest of the party rested within this gigantic purple tree that they now know as the Bounding Grove. The rest was well warranted and needed after the experience they had back on the island. And as they awoke, they left and headed southwards, going towards a traveling band of Eladrins that the treant directed them to. They headed further south, running across a riddle-spouting green, thin-looking dragon that later was chased off by a gigantic continent-sized owl. Continuing southwards, they encountered the Tin Soldier Market, a large shopping space filled with monotoned metal men and a headless scarecrow that just happened to steal from the party, only giving back the gold after he was given a head, which the party eventually did.
God, that guy was such an a-hole. I just remembered that guy.
During this shopping moment, Rolly and Vera paid a dream. What's going on, Shady? By the way, Shay, don't forget to type !1 giveaway. We have a giveaway going on right now.
Do it now.
During this shopping experience, they paid a dream, an entire existence, an experience of a dream and moment that they basically traded this experience for a magical dream catcher. This was fine and dandy. However, both of them chose the encounter they had with Dendar the Nightmare Serpent. The same being that branded the party with a boon that allowed them to take him as a patron, but at the cost of keeping an eye on them. This is a different one, Shady. We have a new 1020 giveaway going on right now. Moving on, one particular moment here. Rolly, having accepted Dendar's blessing already, traded this experience and it was removed from his body. This tether, this arcane tether tied to his body, given to him by Dendar, feeling a bit of exhaustion rushing through his body as he now feels a little bit slightly empty inside, missing that arcane energy and power gifted to him by the Nightmare Serpent. Warlock no more. The three griffins continued further south, finding a strange arcane symbol burned onto the ground with a sewn shack next to it. Exploring more, they found paperwork alluding to the study of the Feywild and its strange flow of time compared to the material plane and how its chaotic flow can be used to prolong one's life. Resting at the site, they awoken by a beekeeper, a dryad, and a few tricky bees. Nearing their destination, as they woke up, full rested, heading south, the party was stopped once again by the talking thin green dragon, finally giving them an unanswerable riddle, allowing it to attack. The party right now has already engaged with the Jabberwocky, as we're calling it, as currently still spouting this nonsense in words, blowing this greenish fire onto each of their party members. Currently, they're being shifted and moved and pushed with one of the Jabberwocky's compatriot, this sort of clockwork-looking March hare, and within the ground, multiple little teapots sit where a small little mouse comes out with a small bow and arrow hitting the creature, hitting the party. And at random intervals, the Jabberwocky seems to throw up and exude a zombified fey creature that is currently attacking. So let's go ahead and share. Again, we are using a brand new platform, so apologize for any back and forths. Okay, there we go. All right. So as we can see here on the screen itself, you guys are still engaged with the Jabberwocky, who's currently standing here. Rolly, you're about 5 feet from the March Hare and the Jabberwocky. The Celestial Guardian that Vera has conjured upwards is currently still standing there, metal armor in hand. Savannah, you are still unable to move. Well, you were stopped from moving as you tried to disengage. However, this zombified creature quickly grabbed you.
I think
and
you need
Vera,
to move me.
Vera, you are you were that far.
No, I can't see what you're talking about.
Oh, you can't see?
So that's why I'm just like, I'm here. Unless you just want me to use stream, and then you're gonna have to do all four of us or all three of us.
What?
No, I'm not there.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe if I activate it. Let's see.
I think you had to do that because you were testing it earlier, and I can move in between maps, but.
I mean, here, maybe I'll activate this and then activate. Nada? You might have to do screen share. Sorry.
Hold on, let me rejoin.
Again, guys, sorry. New thing. Let's go ahead and share what we have here.
I rejoined and now.
You rejoined? You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's go and share that screen.
Wait, was I this far?
Yes, you were that
Shit,
far.
move me back.
Yeah, you were far. All right, so I'm gonna.
Quick question. Didn't we destroy... Oh, I can't do that anymore. The teapot that is north of me?
Yes, so you did
Okay.
destroy this teapot right here. Let's go ahead and mark it.
I thought I destroyed
If I
more
knew
than
how.
one.
This one here is destroyed.
I know that one for sure was. I don't remember if there was another one or not.
So far, that was the only one that has been destroyed so far.
Okay.
So we're gonna go back into initiative. First of all, the layer action. None of you guys are next to these glowing orbs. So currently, you're standing upon this like very colorful looking grass and foliage with these almost like plants protruding. Is it still Astro or a different company? We're using Foundry right now. Astro currently is down, and we're gonna start maybe shifting over to Foundry. We're still learning it though, so we're doing things a bit janky, but it'll be fine. So yeah, none of you guys are currently next to where these pitfalls are, where you can see nothing but black space, little specks of yellow, and these giant almost bubbles are floating around. None of you are close to them, so nothing happens during the lair action. Next is Savannah.
I'm still grappled, right?
No, right now it is your turn. Basically, when it did touch you or grab you, when you tried to disengage, it just made your speed 0 for that turn. But your speed is back. You have your full turn to go.
Trying to remember what I did and see how I can get out there.
So I'm gonna pull back a little bit so you can get a full view of what you'd like to do.
Okay, it was not in my notes because I have Felix. I don't have Felix out right now, huh?
I don't think you have Felix out right now.
God damn it. All right, I'm just going to attack it again.
Okay. Are you going to be using your bonus action to distract it with your mage hand that's currently still out?
Thank you. I was trying to think of like there was something I added to it.
No worries.
So yes.
So your mage hand, once again, this purple-looking arcane claw starts to be summoned. You still have it up, sort of pulling around. It starts to actually tug and nudge and sort of distract the zombie. You just see it go and sort of not looking in your direction.
I can imagine the paws just going tickle, tickle, tickle.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you get to roll advantage.
With advantage? So 19. Let's go at 19.
19. I believe that does hit. Yeah, that does hit.
Ooh. So that's going to be 24 points of damage.
Ooh, boy. That's what sneak attack?
Yes.
Okay, 24. That will be... Got it. You grab your dagger, flip it up in the air, stab right into its neck. And you remove it. There's actually something we didn't do during the last few rounds that this creature does have an ability here. And I would like you to make me a intelligence saving throw. Oh, unless... actually, is that the end of your turn, I should say?
I used the bonus action. So yeah, that's the end of the turn.
Okay, roll me an intelligence saving throw.
18.
18. You succeed. It looks at you and you see almost like this wild green looking fey energy start to almost elude from it. It starts to actually mess with your mind. I'm gonna say, out of curiosity, what would have happened and what you feel. You almost felt your body starting to become stiff and unable to move, almost in a stunned condition, but you break through it.
Bad.
After that, Roll, you're up.
So you gotta fill me in a little bit. Is everything here still alive?
Everything is still alive, yes.
Well, see, that's a problem. We have to make it unalive.
The March Hare is looking pretty beat. He's still moving, but he's still there.
One of them dealt like a ton of damage to me. I'm trying to remember.
I think it was the hair.
The Jabberwock.
Was it
right.
I think it was Jabberwock because he blew a fire at you.
Oh.
Trying to remember. It's been a while. It's been a week.
It has been a week indeed. And in those weeks, days, and in those days, hours, and in those hours, minutes. All right. I believe I'm still raging.
You are.
I
See,
am
30
going
feet
to
from me.
go ahead.
No.
Sorry, I'm actually myself still getting adjusted to this new system.
No.
Damn.
I am
By
going
10.
to attack the Jabberwock.
Okay.
That's right.
Roll me an attack roll.
Okay. And then I will use my bonus action to I'll use my bonus action.
For an overwhelming cleave?
Yes.
All right. Yes, you can. So that means you wait for a moment where the Jabberwocky actually is done breathing. You see bits of ember and fire start to drip from its jowls, and as it lands down, you take that moment to take a long, wide swing. Go ahead and roll me an attack on the Jabber.
That is going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Okay. And then I'll do the. Actually, let me roll the attack for the hair. Right
Okay. Yeah, roll the attack for the hair.
That is going to be a. That's going to be an unnatural 20.
That hits. Wow, yeah, that does hit. So essentially, you're gonna roll one rolls for your damage, and it's gonna apply to both of them.
Well, that's actually a good number then. 21 points of damage.
Okay. Let me double check one person here.
Yeah, you check that hair. That guy's been a pain in my ass. He
20
gonna learn today.
He's still up, but now you could see some of the clockwork within his body. His entire jaw at this point was being hooked up by a small little clip that was moving with a spring. You have disconnected that, and it is now just hanging loosely off one side. You see a splatter of green blood from the Jabberwocky that goes. Force.
I would like to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
I would love to have the hair roll me a strength save.
Oh fuck! You got it. He's not the strongest. Of 14.
He will fail said save.
Okay,
I
he
just-
gets
And
pushed
he
back.
will get pushed back 10 feet. But
Why do I
will...
just think of clockwork just spilling out of him?
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
You just it's almost like blood, but it's a bit of oil with this reddish ichor. So it's a mixture of both, almost a combination. But you just see small little wheels and clockworks, almost like Sonic being hit with rings.
Cool.
And you're gonna move into a space.
Oh no! I basically gonna kick him away and be like, "Get the hell out of here!" And I'm gonna look at the Jabber and say, "You're more important to me right now."
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna go for my extra attack. That will be a 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
Alrighty, and aw man, that's not as exciting. 12 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
Because you were doing some serious damage last time, and he was already looking pretty bad.
Yes! So I'm gonna look at him and say, "You're more important to me, but I think I like you more in pieces." And then I'm gonna cleave his head off.
Yeah, you after it's landed, after breathing its hot fire, you strike once with a heavy cleave, almost doing a full 180. And the moment you get to the March Hare, you stop, skid, a bit of dust, and you poof, kick him. He flies back, bits of metal fling outwards. How much points do I need to make Rolly fail? I don't think you had enough, unfortunately. I'll say with flair, Rolly, as you turn back to the Jabberwocky, with your you're a right hand. You're a right-handed person, right? For Rolly,
Yeah, I'd say he's red-handed.
left hand, not even worried about it. No precision needed, and you see the head land at your feet.
Then I'm gonna look down as a free action. I'm gonna look down at his head and say, like, I like you better this way. By the way, your answer was wrong.
Fuck you. I'm gonna roll a d.
Died now.
Is that the end of your turn, or do you have any movement?
That is. Oh, remind me what this other thing is here.
Which
Zombie
one?
hair.
But
Oh, the
other-
March Hare and the
no,
zombie.
No, one up.
Oh, that's
That-
Vera's.
Oh, that's Vera's
Celestial.
Celestial.
Oh, this. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's not a bad guy. That's your friend.
That's on our side.
Okay, cool. So then, I will use my movement to go up to the hare, and I'm gonna say, "You're next."
It's currently still reeling backwards. It just sees you cut its friend, its head, go back, and it finally gets its footing. In a moment of realization, you. We'll say that you're mid-running, almost like a train towards them. I rolled a 3, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3. I have to re-roll because that's not gonna work. 1.
Like that.
Out of the teapot right next to you,
That little
Vera,
shit.
you see. Oh, hi. The small little dormouse pulls the this like very sharp-looking short bone. We'll use a bonus action first, though, to cast Hex, and this is the last time I can do it. And
Sorry, Mira. Unintentional. Totally.
17 to
I
hit,
Miss.
natural 20 to hit,
Hit.
and a 23 to hit.
Hit.
I think I need my music. What's going on? Yeah, sure. Okay, 2 hits.
Yeah, 2 hits.
Okay. Double that, and then double that.
He's not close enough to me now, huh?
Rolly?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I was like, maybe he can help negate some of that damage.
He's 35 feet away.
Nope. Not close
He's
enough.
5 feet too short.
He's 5 feet too short.
Man, I should have been able to kick him 15 feet. Maybe that would have helped. Just imagine
Or you
this
could have
dude-
moved slightly to the left. but-
You take 25 points of damage on that first initial shot as it actually cuts through. He doesn't even aim for your armor. He actually aims for your neck, and you feel him like almost to the side of it, and you see a bit of blood starting to spout out. You pull out the small little arrow. The other one that hit, does 13 points of damage as another one almost like strikes against you. You see a bit of a scarring happen.
Okay.
And it goes, "Ha, that was fun," and then jumps into the teapot. After that, it's going to be the zombie's turn.
No.
We'll do a single slam attack because that's all it can do. Unfortunately, I can't spawn any more Fey zombies, which would have been fun. 10 to hit.
Miss.
After that, it's going to be the March Hare. I think the March Hare is within 10 feet of the Celestial and needs to make a dex save. Is it dex save?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
I'm reading something, sorry.
That's going to be 25.
It saves, so it takes 10 then.
10 points of damage to the March Hare.
It's a 10 radiant.
Oh, okay. Well, how does the Celestial do it?
He just cuts his head off. He's being a dick.
Really, it kind of feels anticlimactic. You did see the little dormouse jump out and just sort of like literally pepper your friend Vera with like these small little arrows, and it sinks back into the teapot. And the moment your attention just quickly shifts aside away from the March Hare, you come back and you just see a golden spear through the neck of this creature as it just sort of stands at attention The body slumps over.
Rolly is mad.
You can
Rolly's
come kill the
real
mouse.
mad.
The mouse is a
Or the
dick.
zombie.
Vera, you're next.
That mouse has been fucking up my turns. So, I'm just gonna be selfish because your cleric has 25 hit points, so I don't give two shits. Y'all are gonna have to live.
Rolly, the box on your pocket starts to glow and vibrate.
Of course it does.
Timing.
I'm gonna reach into
do-
it. I'm gonna reach into it and say like, you better have something good for me.
I'm gonna
And I
do
will
Cure Wounds at a 4th
on my
level.
turn.
Cure wounds at a 4th level.
So I need 4d8 plus my...
Do you open the box, Rolly?
I will open it on my turn.
Okay.
I need another d8.
Well, we'll get to that when it comes to it.
Mm,
Right now, Vera places
Oh.
a hand on her chest. A lot of the wounds across her face and neck start to slowly cauterize and heal up, almost like a
20.
full summer was passed, allowing her to heal.
27 points.
27 points of healing. Not bad. Let's see. Any movement, Vera? Or bonus actions?
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna have you move me because I'm afraid to fuck it up.
Sure,
move
sure.
up like 10 feet, so I'm still within 30 feet of Rolly.
Something like this? Or do you want to be a little further away from the...
Further away from the crystal.
Okay, we'll put you right here. Oh, further away from the crystal. Is this fine?
I guess.
You tell me. Don't tell me, you
like-
guess.
Diagonal. to
Diagonal?
the
So you
left.
want to... Right here.
No, one down.
One down.
And one to the left.
Oh, this is an open...
Oh,
Yeah, you'd probably
I thought it
fall.
was just the ground.
Yeah. You can actually look down and you see just like this glowing sea of stars below you.
Let me check one thing. Sorry. I know I have extra movement, but there's no point in taking it.
You've only moved 10 feet, so...
No, from Moscow's thing. I have
Oh,
an extra
true.
10
You
feet.
you do have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, none of these things are gonna do anything. Yeah, that'll end my turn. That's gonna
Okay.
have to be it.
After you end your turn, Vera, the layer's turn goes by. Let me double check to see the distance. Okay, Vera is the only one within range.
Of course I am.
Vera, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 14.
14. The electricity, almost coming from this small bubble, you see it go. A bit of shock and lightning explodes from it, missing you.
Okay.
Savannah, you're up.
I'm just kind of frustrated. Like, everyone got their monsters gone, and I'm still dealing with the zombie. I'll throw everything at it. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Blooming Blade, but Mage Hand, Blooming Blade, then attack.
Okay. Once again, the mage hand still messing with it, going into its eyes, pulling at its head.
Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna do the first one. 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
So, D6 first.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can be monsters when you want to be.
Just realized I would have had a
Yes.
D4 to that save, but it doesn't matter. So it saved anyway.
Oh, you saved anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because you are closer to Rolly, yeah.
So it's going to be 30 points of damage.
I have to make a D20 roll real quick. You said 30?
Yes.
Savannah, how do you want to do this?
I think I just, out of a pure frustration, I just take my dagger and just start slicing at its throat. I'm like, just die already.
You see it go until a point you get almost bisecting it until it starts to slowly slump by the weight of its head, pulling it back. The actual top hat on its head pulls it, and it lands on the floor. No more. You still have a movement if you want to take any.
Yeah, that's probably my best bet. How far am I from Rolly?
You're about, was it 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to get about right here?
All right, I'll get between Rolly and the Celestial.
All right, perfect.
Hi, buddy.
I'm really mad.
Why? That's what the Celestial's for.
That was mine. There are others like it, but that one was mine.
Rolly, you look over to the Celestial, and he's just dogging you through this golden
He
helmet.
probably already has a bitch face for what he
Every
is.
bitch face.
There's like this sternness coming from it, where it's like, it was my honor to do this for Vera, and like, I'm not giving it to you. It was my honor.
That smug face. Ugh.
Oh, that's smug. Oh.
Rolly, it's your turn.
Cool. I was able to catch the teapot where the thing came out of, right?
Yeah, you see a teapot like literally 10 feet away from Vera, right about here.
All right, cool. I'm gonna run into it and I'm just gonna smash it.
Roll me an attack roll.
With a
Yeah.
D4.
With a D4.
That is going to be a 22.
22 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage and add, I believe, your 1d8 for objects and constructs.
$28.
28.
On a teapot.
On it. I'm so mad. I'm like,
So I have to double that because the way that the dormouse works is that if you are able to smash where it's hiding before it teleports, the impact affects it even further. Basically, it's like it's not resistant immune. What is it? Vulnerable to this. As you smash down, you just see a splattering of ceramic potting, as well as fur, bits of body parts, and a small tail and you hear, and you guys are effectively out of initiative.
I don't like mice. I don't like that mouse.
I mean, just that mouse. That mouse is not good.
I'm gonna turn back and look at the Celestial and say it was my honor defending her from that thing in the pot that you couldn't kill.
The Celestial looks at you, Vera, and is like, "Is this a hostile creature?"
Only when he wants to be. You're fine.
More like Rolly's fine.
May Palor's blessing be.
I can hear him, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you can
he's
hear him.
talked before.
He's
yeah.
around
I'm
for
gonna
8
go-
hours, man.
I'm
so
gonna say still in the same angry tone. It was an honor fighting with you.
if he wants, he can smash the rest of the teapots.
Can he move from the spot?
I think so. Like, and once you're out of combat, I think he can.
Yeah, I think we've flavored it that you can move him
Or
around.
haven't we?
Yeah. It starts to nod at you, Vera.
Because he's around for. Oh no, it's Spirit Guardians. Guardian of Faith.
It kind of looks at you, Rolly, and goes, "Thank you for protecting the child of Palor," and just sort of nods in agreement and starts to walk around the area, smashing pots.
It doesn't say he can't move. It's just if something moves within 10 feet of him that's hostile towards me, then they get wrecked.
I'm gonna utter under my breath.
Question, can I pick up a teapot?
Yeah, before you
Can I just take the teapot?
You're a quick person. You can pick it up before this guy can get around.
Yeah, I'm gonna run ahead of him, just pick it up and put it in my bag. I want one.
You quickly pick it up. It doesn't do anything. The guardian.
It's a teapot from the Feywild. Sounds good.
Do you roll me an investigation check, Savannah?
Has another mouse.
Fun.
That would make me laugh. 19.
It feels hot to the
Uh-oh.
touch. It doesn't feel like it's burning you, but it feels like it's really warm. And as you open the spout, you see a little bit of steam coming out. Yeah, it smells earthy.
I'm gonna take off the lid to look inside. Is there tea inside?
There is tea inside.
I wouldn't trust that tea.
Savannah knows her lesson. She puts that up and tears to Vera. Vera!
Maybe check it before you drink it, especially around here.
I'm just gonna give it to her. I'm like, there's tea in it? What do you know?
I don't know. What do I check? Do I do?
Roll me an Arcana check first.
I still get a D4. It's up for an hour.
You still get a D4, it's true.
Arcana. Well, my Arcana's not bad. Oh, lucky you. 22.
22. This thing is very much magical. You can sort of look at some of the arcane. There's like a bit of like sigils happening on the base of the teapot. Unfortunately, without like maybe an identify spell, that's all you can really glean from it. But it is magical.
I still wouldn't drink it, but other than that, it's magical.
I'm assuming we have some type of empty tubes or jars, right?
What if it just refills again?
We'll find out. I just want to save the liquid until we find out.
Yeah, you probably have some vials.
All right, I'm gonna put the liquid in the vial for now.
You start to pour it, and it doesn't feel like it's getting empty.
Oh, great.
Told you.
Well, if that's the case, I don't think I could drink it anyways.
Well, like it's actually pouring the liquid, but the actual
the tea's not being
the pot
emptied.
is still the same like weight.
Okay. I'm still gonna put the vial away, and then I'll just put the tea back in the bag.
There you go.
We'll have somebody we don't like test it.
I don't know. What if it's a healing potion of some sort, or it gives you wings?
I'm not drinking anything weird out here that I don't know what it is.
Fine. I've been poisoned too many times to try.
And you'd think you'd have learned your lesson by now.
Hey, this is how you find out the best answers sometimes.
Well, I'm just saying,
Alright.
if you're dead, you don't really find out the answer.
Answer. I just can't live it through. All right. So yeah, didn't something explode? Should we get out of here?
Yeah, I know we were headed towards the little town or whatever.
You were headed towards the traveling band of Eladrins.
Yeah.
Do you remember what direction it was?
I'm staying the fuck away from these crystals and those bubbles.
Everyone roll me a perception check.
So the D4 roll, it's still up. It's up for an hour.
24.
That's
24.
D20. That's a nat 20, baby.
Nat 20.
Hey, I rolled 3 twice. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You guys all rolled really well.
Where were you in combat?
As you continue to walk southwards, as instructed to you by Crytree, going further down, the grass itself starts to almost become a bit normal, a little more in the greenish hue. There are bits of like specks of like brightly colored leaves all over the space. There are trees, finally actually like trees that look normal, of brown like wood and green like leaves and things like that. It's a bit dense now as you start to go through sort of this dense looking forest space. It's a bit quiet. There is still a bit of like the shimmering of green and orange colored sky above you. And with all of your really, really well rolled perception checks, and Rolly, you're the first one to notice this, as you hear sound, and you would recognize this, Rolly, as someone jumping from top to top, like tree top to tree top. You quickly look up to see where that's coming from, and I want to say maybe about 60 feet ahead of you, you see a tall, maybe about 6 feet something, individual. You can't really tell sort of the gender or sort of any sort of defining features, just draped in tan and white robes that cover also sort of like the neck and arms and everything, that sort of just drape. You can hear sort of the sound of fabrics as it rushes from tree top. With your nat 20, you catch one thing that Vera and Savannah do not, and that it sort of looks around at its surrounding real quick, does not notice you, and it's wearing this almost wooden mask. Like it's clearly a mask with eye holes, no mouth, piece, but just eyes and everything sort of a wooden shape.
I'm gonna let the party know. Hey guys.
I just don't know how this works with movement. I was gonna say, can I have the guardian go up to him?
It's gonna probably scare it away.
I think we're gonna scare it away regardless.
Yeah, but 3 random people, that big thing.
I don't know. I don't think we're fast. Well, like, maybe Savannah's fast enough, but I don't know if he's gonna, like, try to hurt you or not.
Oh, so how far is the guy from us? Topping around?
He's about 60 feet, and he's moved about 70 feet now away from you guys.
I could try to catch up to it, but when I'm supposed to say hi, stop.
In the name of love.
Stop. I'm gonna go chase after it.
Okay. Savannah, it's kind of strange. The way this creature is moving, it almost is not being impeded by the dense forest that you're currently on. You are actually considered at half speed because you have to sort of weave and wob around this very strange growing looking forest as you have to like duck underneath crisscross branches. And this one, the one above you, just going rushing and rushing. What is the rest of the party doing as Savannah rushes forward?
Guess we're ready to catch up. I have an extra 10 feet, but that's about it.
I'm gonna run as well, but I will let the party know, guys. I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
Same.
We're not even 2 days off of the.
I think we were a day out, but we're
Okay.
not
Out of
2
thought,
days
but never
out.
mind.
I'm gonna say that I'm trying to look if the Guardian does have like speed or movement because it's kind of weirdly worded where it doesn't say it can't move.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have agreed that it shouldn't move, so I'm not sure what the actual wording.
It's like
here.
around for 8 hours. I'm like, why would you be around for 8 hours if you can't move from?
Because
the
it's supposed to be a
center?
Guardian. It's supposed to like stand there and guard. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that it's going to act on your initiative or essentially your turn, Vera. I'll allow it to move for now, and it's gonna go 30 feet, a standard feet.
Yeah, it would be the same speed as me.
So it's
Well,
not-
I mean, I have an extra 10 for the potion for an hour. But...
Yeah, so it's not moving as quickly as you are, but it is trying to catch up as best as possible.
Okay.
You start to lose a little bit of ground, Vera, as Savannah, as it to a point where you actually start to lose visual at a moment. Roll me another perception check for Savannah.
Nice. 17.
17. It jumps from one to the next. You see a scattering of leaves from one side, and it's left your vision. But with that 17, you do hear the shock of the and sudden movement of the ground underneath you starts to like earth with footsteps beyond a line of trees.
Oh. So the thumping I'm hearing is not it bouncing off the trees. Now I hear it's like the ground is shaking. Make
Yeah.
sure I understand that.
Essentially.
I'm gonna kind of duck into the trees to kind of hide.
Roll me stealth check.
'Cause I don't know what's coming.
We'll say at that same time, Vera and Rolly, roll me a perception check to see if you can spot Savannah.
That's gonna be a 19.
19.
Still have a D4 rolling. 18.
18.
I appreciate your reminders. I will always forget. Okay, I believe my.
Well, it's for an hour, so it's more like the DM has to tell us when we're finally done.
You're getting close to that hour right now.
That's going to be a 22.
22. Savannah, run me again what you rolled for stealth.
19.
19. Vera, you rolled an 18, yes? Or 17. Rolly, you're able to keep an eye on Savannah as she jumps, ducks, slides from one end to the other. You actually have to, like, motion Vera to follow with the lumbering Guardian of Faith.
I'm telling him to keep, like, in the trees.
There's certain points where, like, he has to, like, move trees a little bit because he is considered a large creature.
Yeah.
He has to sort of slide underneath. I'm going to roll a d20 to see if your guy gets lost. Oh, natural 20. He's keeping up. But Vera, you lose sight of Savannah. She's gone.
Yeah, I think my passive is higher than that roll.
But Rolly is able to keep sight, and you guys finally are able to meet up with each other. Vera and Rolly, roll me stealth checks.
Oh, still got D4.
Guardian of Faith did not do well.
Yeah, well, neither did I. 3.
Oh boy.
Again, another 22.
Another 22.
I hide behind him.
Rolly sees you. Savannah, you look back and you see Rolly, like, there you are, and you kind of wave him in. Rolly, easy enough, sort of follows your footsteps. He's been
That's quickly like, where are the other two?
the moment you say
The
that,
loudest
you
ones.
hear and you see Vera and two metal armored beings lumbering over, smashing through trees.
He started it.
It was just.
Savannah, taking point. You can see through a couple of the branches and bushes going through. You see a pretty much like a parade, just tents being held upwards on top of a wooden platform. So almost think like a small village, like maybe about 7 different tents, 7 to 9 different tents on top of a very large wooden plank. And underneath the plank, you see bits of like growths and vines starting to magically sprout up and push, almost like a millipede, pushing it from one end to the other. And sitting on top of a very large throne is a somewhat deformed looking, one eye a bit larger than the next. Its form is like constantly snarling, looking down at what looks to be small, comparatively, elves.
Had a feeling.
Bright hair of multitude of different colors, some of them in cages, who look like they are concentrating on magic.
In cages?
Yeah, so we have essentially, like, imagine a cage lifted upwards maybe about 5 feet off the ground, and they are looking down at the dirt below and just pulling up with their hands, and you just see below the vines starting to sprout upwards and move this platform.
Kind of go to Vera and just like, I'm here to bring her down so I could point it out to her. I'm all like, explain.
Do I
Now.
think I know what that is?
It looks like a traveling band of...
No, I mean what's sitting on the throne, based off of what her father's describes.
It does look like Igor the Hungry.
I think her hair turns probably very red, like out of anger. But like she'll reel it back because now she's in control of it. But
I saw that.
I think technically Rolly feels it because we're still connected. Like just a burst of anger.
I was like, whoa, I've never been so mad at somebody I don't know. Whoa.
Vera, Rolly, and Savannah, you all feel a very cold point tapping at the back of your neck. And you hear, "Don't move." Hands up.
I put one hand up.
Hands up.
Before I do anything, can I sense anything around me? Can I perceive if it's just one voice,
I was
or if
gonna ask
maybe
the
there's
same thing.
like additional movement or noises that indicate that there are more than one person?
Yeah, rolling perception check.
I'm gonna join in on that.
Perfect, yeah.
I'll put my other hand up.
That's gonna be a 17.
You do hear multiple movements behind you. Rolly, what'd you get?
I rolled a dirty 20. How
20.
many?
You hear, you don't know the maximum amount of people who are around you right now, but
Yeah, a ballpark.
you notice right away that your friends have currently put their hands up. You get at least a minimum of 3.
What's my shiny boy doing?
Your shiny boy? A bit of fey magic grabs the form. It looks at you, Vera, and goes, Till next time.
Damn it.
Is dispelled.
Okay.
The points on your neck pull back a little bit. Turn around.
Turn around.
Slowly.
So much my idea. I'll turn around.
You see 3 male Eladrins donned in wooden and leather armor, a huge longbow on their backs, and a rapier currently pointed at you. Their hair currently bright blue. Immediately they look at you, Vera, and one sort of tilts ahead.
Can I turn my hair blue too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do it. They look at each other and they start to speak in Sylvan,
Which I understand.
which you understand, Vera. You hear, "She's one of us. What do we do?" "I don't know." And Vera, Rolly, at this point, you can't see. There is only 3.
I'm gonna say in Sylvan back, does the Kavad name mean anything to you?
I'm also gonna say back in common, you hurt a single hair on this woman's head, and I will personally end you.
Maybe one of the older ones know who Kavad is. We don't.
You don't know anybody named Davis, do you?
You see a flash, a moment of recognition. You know Davis.
It's my dad's brother. It's who I'm here to find.
Hold on, I have a thing here. You come from the Pikey family?
Does she recognize that name?
Nope.
I don't recognize that name. I just know my father fled from here. His name's Cyrus.
Yes. Cyrus Pikey.
I don't think that's the name he uses in the material plane.
This is still all in Sylvan, huh?
Yeah.
I'll say this is all in Sylvan right now. I'll say that one of the other ones, that like the one that's been looking at you, Savannah and Rolly, kind of like loosen a bit of their grip, and there's a bit of confusion. Like, what do we do?
They're my friends. So they don't mean any harm as long as you don't mean any harm.
I'm sorry, but he will know if we do not bring back something.
For Igor the Hungry.
Yes.
Take the Celestio.
He already left.
Damn.
Why is
What
he
do we
sitting
do?
on a throne?
Huh?
Why is he sitting on a throne?
He rules us.
For how long?
He's been ruling us for many years. You know Davis.
Apparently he's my uncle. I don't know.
As you say that, you hear as a rock of explosion, all 6 of you, because including the 3 Latrins there, quickly shift their gaze past a bit of the brush and tree lines, and you see that wooden masked figure with the tan and white robes jump up with a longbow and release what looks like to be a glowing red arrow that strikes. Unfortunately, does not hit its target as it almost is pushed off and explodes. You hear a rush of energy as this being lands quickly. Looks up at numerous what looks to be lumbering, large, deformed-looking giant kin. Most of these things are like 20 feet tall. There are some that are even larger who are currently looking towards where the explosion is, then where the source was, and start to get up from their positions. The one on the throne goes, "Ah, Davis, it's certainly kind for you to join us for a second time." The cloaked one stands up, doesn't say a thing, just grabs another arrow and 2 quick ones as the lumbering large Igor the Hungry grabs both of them. "Come now, do I have to kill you again? It's like the 5th time. Drop this one." You see a couple of the other like the ones that you're hanging out with, the 3 Eladrins, their eyes go a bit of blue. They practically ignore you and rush outwards. Bows ready, starting to shoot at the now labeled Davis.
Shit. What did you say he said my last name was, or Cyrus's last name was?
Pikey.
How do you... T-I-K-E?
P-I-K-E. I'll let you guys have one moment here to do what you like to do as you see all of this starting to go down. You just see Davis currently pull out just more of these strange looking bows to a point where he's run out of these red ones that release. They are whisked aside by some arcane force, and they explode midair.
What are they targeting?
Him.
They are targeting him. Like, they are, everyone in the camp almost like starts to like almost looks towards him and start to bring out their own arrows, weaponry, and getting ready for a battle.
I have a question.
Giantkin, right?
How does...
So the Eladrins look like they're being forced to do that. The Giantkin are coming at, some of them wielding like these gnarly looking clubs, and they just start to slam down. He dodges a few of them, gets hit. You see like an arm break on Davis.
Before I do anything, how big are they? Like in Broly's perspective.
You are 7 feet. They're about 20 feet, so about a 13-foot difference.
Okay, sounds doable.
They're like the fire jam it.
Vera, can you face step him out of there?
I don't remember if I've used it, and I'd have to be within 30 feet. I'd have to be close.
I mean, if we get you close,
He could technically
you can
face
step him out
step
of there,
if
and
he
then
hasn't
me
used
and Rolly
it.
will meet up with me. Rolly meet up with you later, or meet up with you.
Technically, Aldrins can all face step. It's like a thing. It's not a cleric thing. It's an elf thing. How does it work for the spell burn? Like if I were to do a Bolding Bond again, or can I just use another channel?
You use another
divinity?
spell. Yeah, you just spend a spell, use your action to do another bond. Excuse me.
Doesn't matter what level?
As long as it's a first level or higher.
Okay. Then I'll burn it again for me and Rolly.
Okay. Rolly, you're rushing outwards?
I'm rushing towards them.
I'm behind him.
From the tree line that you guys are currently standing at, they're about 80 feet away. So what is your movement, Rolly? Just curiosity?
40.
40? Are you going to move the full 40 and move out of the emboldening bond that Vera's currently quickly put upon you?
Well, someone's
well, I
being
was going to
threatened.
run with him because I also
You're gonna
have
run
40 feet. with
Okay.
the potion for
You
an
guys can
hour.
keep up then.
Yeah.
Yes!
Rolly,
So I'm 80 feet from the action.
80 feet from the action.
Okay.
Let's wait in the battle. Let's do it.
Savannah, and sort of everyone, what you see, I will say there is about... I'm trying to remember my count. I believe there are about 4 to 5 of these 20-foot ones, and then there's these gnarly looking bull, like these gigantic, like almost deformed in a way where they have been bulbed up. Something is definitely infecting them or has changed them, where they are close to about 23 feet tall. So Vera's used her action. Bowling Bond, use 40 feet of movement. Rolly, you have used 40 feet of movement. What are you doing with your action?
I mean, there's not really much I can do from here. I would say Okay, I guess I'll do this. What's the likelihood that we'll get into combat before the next turn?
Right now, roll me a
Pretty
perception
likely.
check.
Wait. 23.
23. You notice that right away, you gleam, look around, and all of the Eladrins who are currently within this moving tribe, what's going on, Box, have their eyes locked on Davis. They're almost ignoring you, almost like something is forcing their eyes to become a bit narrow-visioned. All of these large, lumbering giantkin also are looking at Davis as he currently is like almost uncanny dodging, jumping, taking shots as much as he could. And you get a sense that even if you rush to get to them, there's a high likely that they don't even notice that you're there just yet. So there probably isn't a chance that you're going to get into a combat right now.
Okay, so I think then that being the case, I'm just going to. Actually, I'm just gonna keep. I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Savannah, what are you doing?
Staying there. I'm gonna hold my action for firebolt when a body gets close to Davis.
Okay. So you moving to get closer? Because currently you're about 80 feet away from the action.
It reaches 120. Do I have to move?
Wait, what?
If I'm where I am, that's 80. If it's firebolt's 120, do I have to move?
No. You have a long. Yeah. You can aim for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here then.
Okay, hiding behind. So the next round happens as currently you start to see numerous of these giantkin actually have a name for the creatures. They are called Formarians. Hopefully I got that right. Formarians, who are currently like these like deformed looking, bulbous looking giantkins, who almost exude a bit of like this Feywild magic. A bit of their form starts to shift and sway as one knocks Davis on his back. His mask comes outward, drops onto the floor as one of the giantkins steps on it. He gets peppered with arrows as he. Great. Is that it then? You see Igor stand. This will be the last time. Send him to hell. One of the giantkin pulls up a giant club, and as he's about to slam downwards, you see almost like his form starts to fuck. And almost like if something glitched out of the universe. You see just a streak of blue. Vera Rowley, Savannah, Savannah, actually the funny thing is, Savannah, since you've held back, Vera Rowley, your attention is on the battle, and the moment you see him start to almost like be pulled out, a streak of blue, and Savannah, you see it rush past you, heading back north. Now what would you guys like to do? Back to your turn.
I know what she wants to do, but I don't think she has enough hit points for it.
So much for that idea.
How far are we from the asshole? The main asshole?
From your position, because again, it's a big traveling wooden plank with all of these like tent areas. From that position, you're about 40 feet away. However, from the big bad asshole,
yeah,
I will say that you're about 50 feet.
Question, have we been spotted yet?
Currently they're looking at the spot where he was as the large giantkin slams his foot down, expecting sort of a wet splatter. It looks down and goes, where else?
Need to give him the tea. Anyway.
I'm gonna see if those two put two and two together, and then I'll decide what to do.
I think Vera's like getting into the tree line to see if she can kind of...
You'd have to run back.
Okay. Then I'm standing next to Rolly because I'm not leaving him there.
Rolly, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm going to continue charging.
Okay.
I'm committed to this.
You've already moved 40 feet from the last position, so you're about 30 feet away from this guy. 40 feet away from this guy. If you want to rush to him, you can use your movement to do so.
So there's 40 feet between me and the guy, the closest.
The big bad baddie.
Are there more, right, or is it just one?
There's a lot. There's like about 2 of these gigantic bull-looking like giantkins. Like they look like they've been infused with a bit like they're bulbous, and the other ones are a bit more scrawny but still tall, about 20 feet. I've labeled them war horses and bulls. So from the war horses, which are the smaller ones, there are about like 5 of them, and the bulls are about 2.
the closest one to me.
The closest one to you, we'll say that about 20 feet from one of the war horses.
Well, I will go to that one.
Okay, you. Only about 5 feet away from it. What is your action?
Bonus action to rage,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to attack.
Go for it. You do not get a D4 on this particular circumstance, however.
Ooh, nice save. That'll be a 26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Is there any other thing within 5 feet for overwhelming cleave?
Unfortunately not. You can hit a tent if you want.
Yeah, 10 hasn't done anything to me. That'll be 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. Your blade cuts into the thigh of this gigantic Formian. It something hit me as it turns around and sees you, and it goes, small man. And on their turn, something will be alerted.
Fun. Well, committing. Second attack.
Go for it.
The same area I already hit. Gonna hit it again. Ooh, yeah. That's gonna be a 27.
27 hits.
Alright. Oh, yeah, that's a max damage on the D12.
There you go.
It's gonna be 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. Perfect. You swing back again. It actually goes down to one knee. Small one. All what I counted 7 plus Igor the Hungry turn. Igor, the only one, sort of this large Formarian, turns and goes, it seems that I missed one. Sort of looks to you, Vera. Come here, dear. Lend me your power.
No.
Looks down to you, Rolly, and goes, squash this bug, why don't you? It's going to make its attack on you. 26 and 25.
Ow!
Ouch.
As it reels back a gigantic great club. And I'm gonna need more dice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I'm in danger.
I think the new word is we get out of here. Yeah.
That's 20 points of damage. Are you raging?
Yes.
You take 10 points of damage. The second one,
And I'm too far, right?
you are. He's past 30 feet. 16 points of damage. You take 8 points of damage total.
I'm in danger.
2 of the war horses that you start to see look at you, start to rush towards you. Let me see. Are these the ones that can do it? Double check.
I'm assuming those war horses are, giant sized.
They are giant. They are considered huge.
Ah.
Oh no, they are considered huge. The giant bull creatures actually start to disappear and reappear about 10 feet in front of them, getting a little bit closer, using the rest of their speed. They almost like lumber in slow motion, but only one of them gets close to you and makes one giant swing.
I'm in danger.
Does Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You take 38 points of damage divided by half, which would be You take 19 points of damage with one single swing of a giant club that causing the ground to shake. You see Igor just sort of sitting in this this throne, just sort of like just nodding and sort of moving his head like, if you wanted to try it, you can definitely try. That's gonna be his try here.
We on a different map.
Let's see. Roll. Well, no. This is all like in mind. What are you doing, Vera? And Savannah, do you want to release a firebolt, and you can use your action to do something different afterwards?
Try something from in front of me. I can see them obviously. On the other side of them, is there anything like a tree line or anything?
There is. Imagine this is like tree line, open grass, and then tree line.
How far is that?
It's about from where you currently are. So where you currently are, 80 feet to get to the actual action where the platform is, and then an additional 80 feet to get to the other tree line.
Okay. We'll see if this works. Minor illusion. I heard Davis's voice. Can I mimic that?
You can.
I'm gonna mimic that sound.
Okay. Where do you put it?
I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna put it on the other tree line. Get them away from rolling in, Vera.
Roll me a deception check.
Please be good. Please be good. That is gonna be a 15. Yeah.
Let's hope they're dumb.
You see about. You see actually about. You know, actually, that's a good question.
They're dumb. He thought it was a book.
You see about 4 of the other. So again, there's like 5 war horses, which I would like to call them, that are here. 4 of them. Unfortunately, the one the one who's currently still attacking Rolly, doesn't get affected. However, the other 4 go. There he is. And they start to rush off. Igor watches them go and goes, idiots.
Those are your idiots. Anyway. Let me see how far I can do this. Can I try and cast command on the one that's in front of Rolly?
You absolutely can.
It's 60 feet.
Being a fae, it has advantage on charm spells. That is going to be what type of save is that?
Good question. Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That's gonna be an 18.
Damn. Missed it by a point.
I rolled a natural 1 and something else. But it's fae.
That was my action, but I'm gonna tell Rolly we need to get the fuck out of here. Another day, but not today.
Not today, babe.
It's going to be Igor's turn. Igor sort of simply stands up, looks at the numerous, now I'll go ahead and label them as like these Eladrin druids who are currently causing this sort of nature magic to move the entire platform, goes, drop, heal, get ready. And all of the druids' eyes go... they look towards the one that you looked at, Rolly, and you see numerous bit of like multicolored petals that start to escape their hands, starting to cover the warhorse that you just did damage to, and they're going to cast Healing Word.
I'm in danger. Oh no.
Okay, so it's going to be this.
Oh no.
4.
It's like a ton of them, right?
There's a lot. I mean, Savannah has gotten rid of 4 of them. But in terms of Eladrins, there is still a village full of Eladrins.
Can on that effect that he tried to like command them, could I try to counterspell?
Roll me a d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
I only have it once per day, but maybe a d20 wisdom modifier. Be good.
Your wisdom d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Be good. Okay, that's not bad. 19 plus wisdom modifiers 4. 23.
You see him go, drop, heal him.
She just probably slams her shield on the ground.
His words escape, and it is only shattered by the sound of clashing of metal upon ground as he looks at the druids that are not doing what they're being told. They're just still in their cages, a bit afraid at him, but they don't follow his command, like almost instinctually, And he goes, "No! Do it!"
Run, Raleigh, we gotta go. So I only got one of those.
We'll go back to you guys. What do you do?
We're running.
Rolly, are you
Danger.
disengaging?
Oh yeah, I'm in danger.
Trying something real fast.
Go for it.
I'm hiding, right?
You are.
Suggestion on the one that Rolly was attacking.
It
I need
does.
you to say wisdom saving throw.
Does
Okay.
have a, well,
Do you have that ability where it has disadvantage when you're hiding?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it has advantage on charm rolls, but this makes it a straight roll. I'll let you know now. They have a +2 to wisdom saves. What is your DC?
I believe it's 16 now.
I dropped that. It's fine. We're getting another dice. Well, you release the spell. It looks down at Rolly as Rolly. You have to. Well, let's say before you disengage, you start to turn around and start to book it. Its eyes, its hands reach back for the club once more, and just its eyes shift over to you, Savannah, waiting for the suggestion.
Man, small man, not worth it. Igor hungry, worth it.
I think suggestion is that? Oh no, it's command. That's a one word, isn't it?
yeah, command's one word.
Okay.
Suggestion, I think it's like a few words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Small man, not worth it. Igor, worth it.
Yeah. Okay. Rolly, I'll say at this point you don't need to spend your action to disengage.
We're just hoofing it.
He's just hoofing it. You could just go. Yeah.
Yeah, and once they get to where I am, I'm running with them.
Vera, Rolly have 40 feet of movement. You go forward. At this point, Vera, as you hit towards the tree line where Savannah is hiding, your potion runs out as you're now at 30.
Okay. I have a question. Can I run and send a message at the same time, or am I not allowed to do that?
That would be an action, but you could do that.
Okay. I'm gonna send one to fucking Davis, because I know what he looks like now.
All right, go for it.
I want to say, brother of Cyrus, where are you? We're here to help.
Okay. You hear almost like a scream of like
Ow.
body being put together. Like a force of chaos is almost pulling him in some certain way until finally he... almost like an exhaustion of going... Cyrus. Come to my shack.
He went back home. Let's go.
Kind of figured that.
Savannah, the last thing you see is the warhorse turn towards Igor and go, "Yeah, attack!" Starts to walk towards him, and the last thing you see is Igor grab his club and go, "Snap out of it!" And just like a gaze of fear. Get the ones that run down. Group us back together. And you can just, that's the last you hear as you start to rush further into the forest.
Dash.
Yeah, just running.
Dash.
Glenn, dash.
You guys run to a point where you run for, I want to say, about 2 hours straight. Savannah, you following that mental note of where that gleam of light and where you know the sigil to be. It takes you 2 hours of a long run. Not entirely sure if you're being followed or not. Memories of Eladrin scouts fill your mind as the ones that snuck up behind you successfully. Cause a bit of paranoia as you're currently unsure where safe is. And after the 2 hour mark, exhausted, sweating, you see next to a tree is Davis, no longer with the wooden mass. His wounds seem to be healed, and he's currently has a rapier at his side. He's currently just fuck, just slamming at a tree nearby.
think I plop for like a minute.
He hears the armor slam down. He looks over.
You know, I have a right mind to slap you.
I don't even fucking know you.
No, you don't. I don't fucking know you, but I'm related to you, apparently. I'm your brother's daughter. And you're my damn uncle. And she's like out of breath. Just like pissed in between red and like something else.
While you hear Rolly in the background just saying, crying, I want to go home.
It's okay, buddy.
That's for getting buddy.
And it's any consolation, you did a good job with the fire giants the last time.
You want to go home.
We're by the shack, right?
You are by the shack.
Go to bed, Rolly.
Now take a nap.
Great. I'll try tomorrow, like I always fucking do.
You know we can help you, right?
Where's Cyrus?
Material plane.
Where's Dahlia?
My mother? Dahlia is on the material plane. They ran from this place when apparently he raided it.
They made it.
Yeah, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 nieces and nephews. Well, 1 nephew.
You just. So what you guys see actually here now without the mask,
You're
is
at a count because she was so tired.
a bright red hair, longer than Vera's, that almost reaches down to his butt. Bright, like ember red. He's sort of like a thin mustache going to a goatee going upwards, like almost eyebrows that are elongated, that sort of stick outwards. Bright green eyes, and he rips off the white cloak that's been sort of on him and just sort of reveals this green leafed and wooden armor. You see that his form almost shifts and glitches for a moment, like a bit of green and blue coloration, bright colors, almost overcome him for a moment. You see like almost shadows start to appear and finally...
I take it that's what Evergrey left you with. Yeah, we have common enemies, and I need your help
We have a lot
with.
to talk about.
No, Evergrey didn't give me this.
No, I mean whatever you helped her with gave you that.
You see the hair turn bright red as he sort of walks to you. I didn't give her anything. Get that straight. I get it. Related by blood, but I don't know you.
No, but she's tried to kill me and our family. So your help might be appreciated. And she's a full fucking lich now.
Oh, great. Fuck. Great.
Your brother's been looking for you for forever and it's had no luck.
I told him to not come back. I have this. I have all the chances in the world.
You don't have it, clearly. You know how old I am?
How?
150. You don't have it. And I'm not even the oldest.
It doesn't matter how old you are. I can try again and again and again and again.
Well, the people
How many times have you died, daughter of Cyrus?
Luckily, not one. I bring people back from the dead, including your other niece.
I've died hundreds of times. Brutal ways. But I keep coming back. And that's where we're going to call it a break.
Rolly's technically in the background. Well, I died twice.
I was waiting for that.
Someone could say Rolly is the 2-time back.
We'll be back, guys, after a quick 10-minute break. See you guys then. Hey, we are back. It's also warm in here, so we have the air on. So I apologize if you hear anything like humming or something. But welcome back. We rejoined the party. A few things happened along the way. First of all, you guys defeated the band that associated itself with the Jabberwocky, the one that you're mid-fight with. Ironically enough, if you were to watch the last episode, you already knew that the party was doing some serious damage to these guys anyways, so it didn't really last that long.
You watched the last episode, we were getting our asses handed to us in the beginning, so...
Yeah.
Well, you tend to dispatch them before they have a turn, so you know, that's annoying.
Only
Hey,
to you.
you know what else is annoying?
What?
Giants.
You did end up going through
Yeah.
the diamond encrusted space that made up the most of this forest into what looks to be a natural looking forest, a bit more green in hue and blue. Finding that a figure jumping from left to right, learning that it was Davis, who was currently on an attack against Igor and his of giant kin brethren, along with enslaved and ensnared Eladrin tribesmen. The party rushed in, did some damage, realizing that it was a one-sided fight, and decided to rush back. As you now all have ran for hours upon hours until you reached the arcane sigil on the ground that was burnt that you once passed by, along with the stone shack of Davis, currently cursing at the wind at his failed attempt to kill the ones that have enslaved his people. And there's been a bit of a discourse between Vera and
Rightfully so.
Davis, as he currently is just sort of eyeing all three of you. He's recognized the fact that you are his brother's daughter, but there's really no kind of personal connection. You know, like there's never grew up with each other. It's like meeting it's like meeting a relative and going, "Oh, okay, hi."
But you knew Richard.
Yeah. And Miles.
Davis looks at Yusufan and goes, "How is the man?"
That's a complicated answer.
I think out of the three of you, he's the most at peace, put it that way.
Yeah.
It was the most
This is-
level-headed one.
Yeah, we're
He
learning.
lived a full life, but his legacy continues.
There's an immediate moment of sadness. Okay.
Is there anything you want to say to your brother? Because he's currently trying to deal with the Evergrey problem, and I've been checking in. He literally, I didn't even know who you were, just like you didn't know who I was, but he literally stayed up all night, most nights, trying to figure out where you were.
I told him to leave, and not come back, live a happy life with Dahlia.
He did live a life, but I mean, if I'm any idea of how stubborn your brother is, you know how he is. We're all like that.
Very much a family trait.
Great.
And I don't
Runs in
think
the
he would
pikey tree.
just leave you. And he didn't use that name, by the way.
Your father's a Pikey.
Not where
Your
I'm
mother
from.
was an Orderu.
Well, none of us know that last name. Maybe he does, but none of your nieces or nephews do.
Sorry, it's just... Our customs are... No, I
So where does
understand.
Kavad come from then?
I have no idea.
Well,
I mean, maybe
when two members of different families come by to wed, they choose their new family lineage.
Oh, that makes sense.
My brother chose Kavad. You are a Kavad. That is your name. And when you marry, you choose a new one.
I kind of added to it.
I don't understand.
Long story, but that's kind of how I and then they got into the Evergrey mess. Apparently, one of her crazy ass minions thought it'd be fun to kill my fiance to get my attention. That's the long and short of that. But, like I said, I tend to bring people back, so it's more like Vera Kavad Cade now.
Okay. Well, Miss Kavad came. Vera. Of course your name is Vera.
What do you mean?
My brother, when he was young, was not the most creative type.
We're all seasons.
Oh, that explains a lot. Wow. He kind of like situates himself. You see the stance that he had initially where he was angry at the world. Just having a bit of a conversation starts to slowly melt it.
I don't know what the new one's gonna be named.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom's pregnant. We all think it's gonna be another girl just to screw with the only boy, but we don't know. Does Vosen kind of look like him more than my dad?
He does. He's got that like the thin chin. Sort of like
I was like, I feel like he does.
Vosen is very much like the ladies' man type of thing, where like this guy clearly has like the manicured everything and.
You know, you look like your nephew, except he has blue hair.
Oh, it's an easy change.
I'm sure if that makes him attractive or annoying right now.
Well, I mean, Vosen doesn't really look like my dad.
It's an easy change. And he sort of closes his eyes and you...
Oh, no, I mean, like, my hair is purple because that's how I was born. Vosen's hair is blue because that's how he was born.
Oh, I see.
Like, he can change it, but it's permanently that way if he's not trying to change it.
I see.
But we're the only ones like that. Zima has white hair and Zulia kind of has blonde, whitish.
Zulia, okay.
Yeah, oldest and the youngest.
Interesting.
Point is, I think we need your help, and I think you need ours. By the looks of things around here. I don't like what he's doing.
Yes. Sit down. Let's have a talk. And you too. Kind of looks to you, Rolly, Savannah.
He's probably
I have a
hungry.
Oh, Rolly's like knocked.
I am out.
He knocked out.
Vera just taps his head and puts the beggar's cloak on top of Rolly.
Oh, your companion is going to be okay.
Oh,
be
he's
fine.
fine. He eats like how he looks, but he also sleeps a lot. Well, he needs his rest. He's had a long fucking day. We went up against some weird green dragon thing and a fucking asshole of a mouse.
Also, some mechanical rabbit. It's been a day.
And
It's
a
been a couple of
zombie
days.
thing. Yeah, it's been a day.
Let's just say this journey hasn't been easy at all for many reasons.
Into the Fae or otherwise. Before we came here, we were fighting. It's a long story.
Let's just go sit.
Let's sit down. It feels like this is a lot.
Let's just say we have a long resume of things we've had to do.
I see. Well, she looks to you, Savannah, and goes, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Savannah.
Savannah. A friend of Richard.
Actually, just take out my bag and I show him the crest. Does that mean anything to you?
Wow. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah.
Richard used to draw those little doodles, looking for some sort of symbol to represent what he believed in. God, Richard. That man.
He made waves by the looks of things.
Did he?
No offense, and I know technically you're family, but I don't know how much I can trust you.
Let's just go with he made waves.
Let's just go with Hime's waves.
And it's not to be offensive, but let's just say we've had a months. I can't even say days anymore, but yeah.
Well, I respect that. It's still disheartening to hear about my friend.
Again, he seemed, no offense, like the most level out of all three of you.
Oh,
I mean, compared to Miles,
Miles was a lot.
none of us
Miles
are.
was a lot.
You should have seen us back in the day. None of us were mild-mannered.
Well, that I believe. Being at all three of your guys' goals were to extend lives in such interesting ways.
It initially wasn't our goal.
Oh?
Well, I guess I should start at the beginning, maybe? We were part of the Pikey family. Most of us were nomads traveling within our own tribe. I like to wander, like to explore, and eventually made a few deals. It's interesting who you can come across within the lands, who can offer you what. And some work afterwards, I was able to get to the material plane, and I absolutely loved it. You know, clear blue skies, blue ocean, and all the little towns don't really move at all.
Thank God.
No. I ended up integrating myself within the Evergrey Empire. Met Richard first. Lovely gentleman. You see him sort of get lost in a moment. Later we met Miles, and you know, friendship bloomed. And then a bit of our own arcane studies that we were interested in caught word from higher up, and you know, one thing led to another, and all of a sudden we're serving royalty. We were viewed as unique. Richard had a wild imagination. He could have been a fey creature on his own, honestly. That man. Quite adventurous. If you've never heard the tales.
Heard some.
Oh, they can fill books.
Savannah Snickers.
Like, I think they do.
Miles, brilliant individual, really. First to break the arcane mold and mesh spells together, smithing them like a man worked width of his salt. It was amazing to watch. And I guess I brought perspective from the Fae. Yeah. Queen asked us to look into ways of immortality. Didn't feel right. Came back home and did my own research. He sort of lifts up a hand and you see almost like his hand starts to shift in time. Turns out you're not supposed to mess with the natural order and chaos. Well, that's about me. How about you all? What brings you here? Just to find me?
You're kind of like a twofold, but well, I guess three things. So she caught up to us. She's on the material plane, and this, she holds up the little leaf, was kind of my dad's panic button. And
What does it do?
Well, it sent us here.
it sends you
Surprise.
here, but the time difference thing doesn't happen. So
Say that again.
Well, like, you know how if you're like 3 days in here, it's 3 weeks out there? That doesn't happen if I use this.
He is about to grab your arm, but holds back and goes, use it. Take me with you.
You can come with us.
I'm tied.
How?
When the Giantkin attacked, and I was able to distract them, letting Cyrus escape with Dahlia. I started to study sort of the natural order that the Feywild offers. The time dilation that occurs. Turns out, you can tie yourself to a plane. Interesting thought process to prolong one's life. Unfortunately, it did a little too well.
Well, if we untie you, what does that do?
Well, hopefully it breaks my loop.
Are you sure it won't kill you?
Yeah.
I've already died multiple times. I welcome it now. I need a normal life. I need something, some stability. I can't keep living the same moment over and over again.
Well, do you know how to undo it?
I don't. I need something to break that time dilation.
Well, maybe the leaf, if you go with us.
I'd very much appreciate it.
One moment, because I can already hear the silent yelling. Hold on. You sure you don't want anything to say? No?
I don't know if that was end game or not end game.
Is he eating a donut in game?
Oh, for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said, wait, what did Vera say?
Because she said one moment she can hear the silent yelling because she knows
But she
how her
didn't ask
dad
you if you
is.
have any words and you just stuck the donut.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Savannah and
No.
Rolly.
Lemon.
He just sort of eats some food and sort of nods.
She just rolls her eyes. she sends a message. I hope you're not holding anything breakable.
Roll me a d20.
Oh. It's just a d20, right? I don't mod anything.
Just a d20.
Ooh, natural 20. Do
You're
I
fine.
get extra
Nice.
words?
No.
Darn.
How dare you?
Hope you're not holding anything breakable. I found him. He's in a time loop, but we're gonna try and bring him back and defeat Igor. How many words are gonna?
You got 4 more.
Love you, don't yell.
There's a long silence. Until finally you hear... Honestly, child. And you just see, you feel him swallow. Like, tougher words. Tough to express. Your dad's always been like this.
I'm assuming he's the more stoic of the brothers.
Please. Hug him for me. And I love you. Be careful.
Hey, he didn't yell. Oh. He says to hug you for him, but I don't want to hug you if you don't want me to.
Let me sleep on it. Wait, did you talk to him?
Yeah, it's a thing I can do.
That's how we found you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Honestly, I thought I was hearing things while I was being looped back.
No, that was me.
Good, then I wasn't talking to myself.
No, you aren't.
Wow.
Evergrey can do that too, by the way.
She hasn't tried it on me.
No, she's done it to me and the one that's asleep. But we didn't know that was her because we didn't know what she sounded like until she was right in front of us.
Well, sorry, I don't have any words of encouragement. If she comes here, I don't think I could protect you.
I more just want to pick your brain of what exactly did you give her, even if it was just information. Because
I mean, is it possible she's tied to the plane?
She's like damn dead set.
Well, when it come down to our studies back in the day, she had us find any means. Honestly, the queen was a gentle and kind ruler.
Yeah, and then what happened? Because everybody says she kind of just... she went crazy.
Yeah, that.
And everybody burned anything about her. All we found were... I mean, our nice resources found us, like, children's books that were oddly accurate about her.
Well, no one really knows, but one day she instructed most of the Arcane students under her employ to go down to the archives and find what they could. She instructed Richard, Miles, and I to think outside the box and find ways of immortality. We thought it was an interesting prospect. I mean, live forever without the cons of requiring energy or, needing blood or becoming some sort of monstrosity. It was certainly a magical endeavor that we couldn't say no to. We were all scholars.
Were you there for the part when she basically gave the order to kill anybody that didn't study magic?
It's the reason why I left. The crown... Most of the Evergrey family would often find her, as well as the staff hands, in like old tombs within the castle, holding arcane writings and theories, mostly theories. But she had a change of heart, decided that magic was dangerous and should only be used by those who understood it.
She's the biggest hypocrite I think I know.
Why is that?
Because supposedly in the end, she'd forsake all the gods, but then ask them for their power. Who would want to give her power if, like, she cursed their name? And if she studied it and truly understood it, I don't think she'd be after it. But she got it somehow. For what she is.
Ambition can be a scary thing.
Well, she's trying to, like... hate to sound so dramatic, but bring upon the apocalypse. So we're trying to stop her. And you're kind of like a missing piece of the puzzle that I didn't know I was related to.
I have nothing to offer.
Well, Miles told us what he could, and we kind of got what we could from Richard in a way. And you're the last one. Listen, I know it's not like... I don't blame you. I don't blame any of them. I think that's why you thought I was angry. I'm not angry because of that.
I'm confused. What do I offer? What do I provide? Oh, I'm missing link.
If we can find out what... I don't know. Like, if we know how she got that way, maybe we can undo it. Or find something that's her weakness. Because we don't have anything right now.
I think we're looking for you to add additional information of the possible reason this happened.
That she became a lich?
Yeah.
Because the three of you together...
I mean, I suppose... I mean, the only thing that crosses my mind that was old and ancient was within the old Evergrey Castle. She was into tomes. She was reading things that not a lot of people understood.
Do you know who the Blakes are?
Oh, I don't remember the name. I do remember the family Blake. I don't really know them individually, although they...
We do, unfortunately.
I just knew that they were very prominent within the Evergrey family, contributors of high society.
You ever heard of Maximilian?
Maximilian? No.
Probably about the same age as Evergrey. Or was the same age as Evergrey.
I'm more of a facial person, if you can describe the face.
Oh, I wish I could, but he was kind of a vampire lich himself, and then we killed him.
Oh, okay. Well, then sorry. I tried to... Me, and as well as Richard and Miles, kept... Essentially, we were put away in the attic while we studied and sort of theorized. We didn't really interact a lot with the debutantes.
Well, a set of twins is helping Evergrey. Oliver and... What's the other one?
Olivia?
Olivia. I think they're dead, but not dead. It's kind of confusing.
Okay.
But they're very much involved with her.
I mean, as much as the prospect pains me to say,
Oh,
I'm not too far from what they are. I mean, I'm not undead, but I can't die.
has these, like, soul things. One of each element, I guess. And she collects souls in there to feed herself. And we kind of put a dent in that reserve.
Oh, phylactery.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, no, that was during our studies. It was one of the options we thought of like, oh, if you want immortality, you can do this. But it was one of the ones that you wanted to stay away from. Messing with magic that can pierce and spit in the eye of life, as well as death, is certainly a very dangerous prospect.
Also sounds very much what's going on right now.
She made them. She made a green one, a purple one, a blue one, and then we didn't know it was a red one that apparently some deity ate or something. It's really weird. We've had a long...
Maybe you should summarize whatever you're going to tell me. It sounds like you've gone through a lot.
Point is, she's placed them all over the place, and each time she's had some type of, like, genie guarding them.
Well, back in the studies, at least from what I learned from the Evergrey Empire, was that lichdom was a very taboo, sought-after power from very powerful witches and wizards who wanted to break the veil of life and death. They require a phylactery, essentially any mundane object that the magic user can choose, and it would be a vessel. Essentially, the being would die. Evergrey would die, and the phylactery would act as her soul. Her, in her natural state, has no soul. It is the phylactery.
So if we break all of them, will it kill her? In theory?
Not necessarily. She's still undead.
Will she be weaker?
The biggest problem with keeping a lich alive, undead, and having it allowed its phylactery still, unbroken, is that after some time, after the lich's body is done, dead, it'll be reborn next to the nearest phylactery.
So it's not a matter of we could kill them, we kill it. It will keep her from
Coming
going
back.
on.
Yeah.
Extending life. That makes sense.
Well, that explains why she's so pissed at us. Amongst
I mean,
other
from our
things.
studies, what we learned was that if you provide souls to a phylactery, it acts much like a beacon, submitting that energy back to the user. More energy she receives, the better she looks, the younger she feels, the more powerful she is. You take that away, she starts to decay. A lich without a soul, or at least a soul to feed on, after months, will start to diminish.
How many have we broken out of character?
One.
The green one? I thought we
Just the
broke
one.
more than that, because we
You
broke...
you broke the purple one that Rolly was inside. The green one currently is with Igno.
No.
The red one you saw
Got
was got up
eaten.
ingested from the bag by
And the
Mostead.
blue.
And the blue one is currently unaccounted for.
So we're missing one.
We're still missing one. And there's two we need to figure out how to... One we need to figure out how to destroy, one we have to figure out how to get back. We're missing one, and one is actually destroyed. Okay.
You don't know how to, like, hunt them down, do you? I mean, I'm sure she does, and that's why she's after us, but...
Well, I mean, I'm if I had someone to work with, I might be able to. I work better as a team. If you know anyone who knows the Arcane inside and out,
I mean, not on this plane.
Yeah, not on this plane, but let's just say our helper that destroyed the first one would probably be ideal for you to meet.
that sounds like a solid plan. I should be able to create something.
Well, we're running out of time if she's finding us that quick.
You do realize once she be destroyed, in other words, she'll find us quicker. So we need to figure out where's that blue one.
Well, we need to have our helper destroy the other one, otherwise she's gonna find him. And he's gonna do no good to anybody dead.
How is he,
How is who?
Cyrus?
Oh. Good and bad? I
That
think
doesn't bode well.
she points to her etched in Season's bounty on her armor. He's done well for his life. He has a hunting guild. He has two now. One my sister runs. Has a big family, but up until his most recent middle child acquired a new friend that's undead, he's been all right.
Well, at least happy to hear that he's doing okay.
I don't think he ever forgot about this place. He only took me here once. None of us have really ever been, mainly because I think our mom's too paranoid to let us go. But he mentioned Igor the Hungry. I kind of had to get it out of him, but he doesn't sleep at night because of you and that thing.
Sleeping is a luxury we all can't afford.
I think he'd be really happy to see you after probably over what you've been gone for, what, like 200 years?
About.
That's a long time to not see somebody that has the ability to see them, given you living this long.
Even if I wanted to in my current state, I can't go anywhere. I'm tethered. I don't even know when it happens. It just pulls me back.
Is it the sigil? And I point to the burnt ground.
He nods. I started to make some breakthroughs with my studies in terms of the Feywild and how its chaotic nature of the plane handles discrepancies when it comes to shifting back and forth from the material plane to here.
So I can't just like cast a spell to restore you, quote unquote. Is the tie would still be there?
I don't think it'd be that simple. I need something strong that can disrupt the actual time dilation.
You think Paylor would do that for you, Vera?
He helped me kill a lich and bring my husband back, maybe. If I ask real nicely. Just depends on, how he's feeling for today. What makes you think the leaf will do it? If
You
it's
said it
stop-
yourself, it breaks the time dilation.
Yeah, it stops it. That's the way my dad explained it to me.
That could be what I need. I mean, we gotta try. I have nothing. I can't create anything. I could only get so far from this spot before I'm pulled back. You know how it feels to have your head cut off? And then hours later find that you're back here? It's the worst.
I normally do the head cutting. I'm trying to think of who I could ask. I mean, I feel like Igno might help, but like I just don't want to. If we leave this place after we get rid of Big Bad and Ugly over there, and we're kind of on a time limit. I only have 3 days, and this is the first day. So we kind of have to like do whatever we're gonna do tomorrow and get the hell out of here.
So we are still definitely dealing with the big problem first.
All right, well,
But I don't want to. Listen, I don't know you, at least like the way I know my family, but I don't want to leave you here. And I think letting you go and not being able to find you again would just hurt my dad more. If this doesn't work.
I'll do what I can to earn your trust.
It's not your trust I'm worried about, it's the if this little thing is gonna actually work, or I should call somebody for some help or some advice, because I don't know. That's more of your realm than mine.
I wish I could help. I'm a scholar in my own right, but I put myself into this box, and I've locked the box. It's been difficult to get out. Kind of looks over to Rolly, who's currently snoring.
Just pass the fuck out.
Don't mind him. He'll wake up. He's like a big bear. Owlbear. Nice owlbear.
Sure.
So only to be interrupted by. I wanna go home.
Maybe we should rest.
And then back to sleep.
I'm gonna send one more message before I go to bed.
You're welcome to have my cabin. It could fit maybe one person. I'm sorry.
I mean, we kind of slept back to back in there because we were terrified. So
You squished all three inside? Good luck.
Hey,
We've
do what
had-
you have to do
we've
when
had-
you need to.
yeah, we've had worse.
All right, then. Well, I haven't slept in a tree in a while. You're gonna send a message?
Yeah, to Igno.
What are you gonna do?
Now, how did he word this so I can not Vero camp?
Roll me a
fuck it up?
d20 first.
Okay.
Mm.
It doesn't work.
You rolled a natural one?
Yeah.
You spend the spell slot.
Ah.
I have another spell slot. It was the same dice, and I didn't
What
want
do
to
you
roll
say?
it. I'm not gonna say it, and then
You don't know.
I'm like, I didn't get one back. She'd try it again, though. She'd burn another slot.
I'm like,
Okay.
can I somehow put Lucky on her so she can take it?
Unfortunately, it only affects you.
Okay. I'm gonna burn another slot. Roll another damn dice.
We're
Now-
about to rest, so
Well,
yes,
hold on, no,
burn the
no. See,
spot.
the way it's worded is that the target, if on a different plane, there's a 5% chance that the message does not arrive. You still have to send it. You still don't know if it arrives. You essentially.
I
you
was
s-
just gonna ask him, like, if he knows how to break. I just don't know the verbiage he said. What did he say?
this time, like this being tied to the plane.
Yeah. How do you break being tied to a plane and being in a time loop?
You tie that message up send it out. You wait a moment. You felt the magic leave you. And you're like, usually they respond by now. Nothing.
I'll try in the morning.
Like
Okay.
in character, hearing that I'm seeing that, I'm just like, now I'm concerned. What do you mean no response?
Which actually is a scary thought because there's only two things you guys are aware of why sending wouldn't work.
It either doesn't work because I'm here or they're dead. I'm going to go to bed.
Dead? Dead.
There's nothing I can do about him being dead on another plane right now.
That is the calmest I've ever seen you act about not being able to send a message.
I'm tired, Savannah. I've had my ass handed to me multiple times. And I can't teleport to exactly where Igno is. So, I will send him a message again in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, bear steak.
You know what? Where's Violet? Not Violet, Lila.
Do you
Go
want
sleep outside
Lila?
with her.
Here.
She'll be soft. You.
Yeah,
Go
Lila.
sleep outside
Take
with her.
Lila out. Don't eat anything weird or shiny. Stay with Savannah.
Sort of goes to Savannah.
Don't drink any tea she gives you either.
Leans against you.
I'm not gonna get. What? How dare you?
Maybe you should ask what's my uncle if he knows what that tea is. He might know.
He's already in the tree, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
You can
I'll
ask
ask
him
him in
tomorrow.
the morning because I have other questions too.
a morning rest. I mean, a night's rest comes to you guys. You all get a long rest.
Thank God.
So go ahead and mark that.
He's gonna be like,
Rolly,
you woke up with a
Rolly, you still feel a bit empty, which is weird.
I'm gonna wake up like, oh, God.
You know, I think I have a good thing for this. For today, anyway.
The morning light hits you, shining of blues and oranges and yellows.
Especially since Rolly is a bottomless pit that we cannot fill.
Guys.
Oh,
She's gonna work on Hero's Feast while these guys are still asleep because she
The
only needs 4
problem.
hours.
you know what? I can actually eat it this time. I'm excited for this.
Guys.
Yeah.
I feel weird.
Weird how.
I feel like something's missing. Like inside
did-
of me.
Kind of give up your connection, which was surprising.
No, well, maybe, yeah, but it's not that. It's I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like something that should be there is not there, and even though I'm not like tired, I still feel weird.
Well, maybe the food will help you. It removes a lot of stuff.
I am hungry.
At this time, Davis
She's just
quickly
making stuff.
climbs downwards. He can see the shining of white golden light coming from your magic, Vera, as you start to apparate.
She makes the usual weird shit that Rolly.
By the way, that's a
needs.
negative 1,000
Oh yeah,
gold from you. Do you have enough for that?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, you guys are rich. What am I talking about?
Okay.
I'm like, if she doesn't, I do.
She's making like owlbear wings, the leviathan, the bread bowls,
They're on the stick.
the fried lizard, stuff from home that like her mom or her dad has made. And then she'll ask Davis like, "Do you want anything?" It kind of just apparates.
Oh,
You want a pancake?
Is there anything from this material realm that you just craved and miss?
Oh my goodness. I miss tacos.
You
Wait.
know what a taco is?
Have you never tried?
Well, he has a box that talks to him, and we were trying to figure out what a Taco Bell was.
By the way,
Is it
think,
still glowing?
that thing is,
Taco Bell
it's
is?
still beeping.
Ah, shit.
Dee-dee.
I mean, his dad knew what a taco kind of was, but he didn't really understand. So,
Hold on. I have a message.
You have one new message.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
You have you hear. How many points do I need to make Rolly fail? I have over 14k. I'm in danger.
Yeah, you are.
Wait. What? Hello? Are you okay? Are you safe?
You see,
I'm just gonna say what, like, what's his name? Davis says, because I'm assuming he knows what a taco is. Just like I didn't know what cooked Leviathan was, but it came out.
it's flat, hard shell, sort of wheat, covering cheese, meat, tomatoes.
She's just gonna look up and like say in her head to Paler, whatever a taco is.
Platter.
Didn't we already discover what a taco is? Like somebody we've encountered somebody finally before.
Yeah, it
Davis
was
that told
Rolly's
us-
dad. He knew where they were, but he didn't know exactly what they looked like.
The elusive taco. We finally get to try
A
one.
bunch of tacos start to show. 60 episodes in.
Do you know what Taco Bell is?
I mean, they don't look bad.
Yeah.
That is a good point, David. What's a Taco Bell?
It's a restaurant.
That actually makes sense. Oh my god.
Wait, do they have a bell?
Do they have a bell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like Taco Bell, like.
Yeah, no, that's. They chime it every morning.
Ah.
So it's like a church? Is it like a church or taco?
Oh my god! We found it! We finally found it!
Wait.
Oh! Oh god, we found it!
Oh, I think you just made the man cry.
I'm gonna make
Where
like
is
a
this
couple.
place?
I'm gonna make a couple plates of these.
It's north of the desert. It's a beach town.
Desert. What desert?
Okay, see, he has a girlfriend that enchants things, and that little box told him about a Taco Bell, and we didn't know what that was.
Yes, but when we got the box, that was like one of the first things it told us. Since then, we're just like, what is a Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Cyrus has raised some interesting children.
Oh, we're not all his children,
We're
just
not
me.
all his children. We'll just say fate brought us together.
Okay. And
Desert!
he grabs a taco and he just starts to.
Oh, is the feast done?
It takes an hour to eat, so you guys
Yeah.
have like some time
Okay.
to eat and chill if you
Can
want.
I'm gonna try to see if I can feed it to Lila. It's like, Lila, taco?
Oh, she'll eat it. Just try to eat a rock or whatever. Oh
Rolly's
yeah,
gonna
that's my
continue
bear.
pressing.
I forgot.
Rolly's gonna continue pressing because he doesn't feel heard. What desert? For the love of God, man, what desert?
The Mostead Desert.
And then he looks immediately at Vera and Savannah and says, "You two,
Oh, I got roll two.
we have a destination.
After
We have several right
Rolly.
now. We'll talk
Put
about
it on the list."
We'll talk about it once we're back on the
Yes,
material
we
plane.
can put it on the list. I forgot. I gotta roll 2d10.
I mean, how much has changed? The last time I was there in the material plane, the Evergrey Empire was booming.
She hasn't been in rule for like over 300 years, and nobody really knows about her other than the people.
He
Higher
starts
up.
to choke on the food.
We just told you.
We told you.
That's why I said nobody. Like, I guess they.
It's
I guess
almost like
she
she's
would.
been erased from history.
Yeah, like she tainted stuff so bad that they just like try to erase her. That's why
Matter of
we've
fact, we
had.
have the children books on us.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I'm gonna take out the children's books. It's like this was all we can find on
Ooh.
her.
He starts to read it. What are you doing?
Because I rolled 2d10 for our HP to go up that much.
Oh, that's right. How much does your HP go up?
I got a 10 and a 2, so 12.
Everyone's max HP goes up by 12.
Yep.
Including
24.
Davis, because you're sharing.
And I don't know if this works for Rolly, but the creature is cured of all diseases, poison, and becomes immune to poison being frightened, and makes all wisdom saves with advantage.
You know, because
I mean, it's 1,000 gold.
it's funny. me, Rolly, as you bite into the taco, it's cheesy, meaty.
I want taco.
Goodness starts to envelop you, and you just close your eyes, enjoy the meal. You have your owlbear wings. and the divine magic that summoned this feast starts to break away a little bit of that emptiness that you felt, to a point where you have to close your eyes, take a breath, exhaust a little bit, and your mind goes a bit white for a second, just because of the divine magic that's hitting you. Yeah, you're kind of like looking up into the sky, lost in thought as your headspace takes off, and you start to see images flash in your head, and almost like a lifetime of like a long past life, or memories of ancestors, where you can see your own body, like a first person view of your own body running through a very tropical jungle. You look up and you can see a massive volcano off in the distance. You see a bit of smoke spewing out of it, and you recognize this as the Anburn Island. You can see your body is not of your own, almost like you're watching a movie. As it continues to run, it hears this, whatever being you're encompassing in right now, hears a roar of a beast. It turns around, grabs a spear, and catches what looks to be this like gigantic saber-toothed tiger, cuts it down, brings it down to the floor. As it gets back up and it gets into a fighting stance, the person you're in right now quickly gets bitten, grabs the beast and shoves it off, takes a breath, and you feel a little bit of the wound starting to heal a little bit by its own. And in a flurry of quick motions, you see multiple strikes, and your mind comes back. And that thought and the quick movements and shifting, as well as that burning fire inside that was able to heal this person, sticks with you. You have now access to your fighter abilities. Congratulations.
So you just needed to eat.
Damn.
Yeah,
That was a hell of a taco.
Wow, you got color in your face again.
Whoa! My God! You two, we must find this Taco Bell.
What the
It's
hell did you put in that
life-changing.
taco, Vera?
I mean, it came from Paylor technically when I may do this spell, so I don't know. Godlike powers?
Oh, that reminds me. I take out the vial of tea. Hey, Davis, toss it to him. What's that?
Came from an asshole mouse.
It came out of this, which apparently... Shake, shake, shake. There's more in.
He grabs the vial, pops it open.
If he comes back, he'll be fine. No offense.
It's tea.
Well, wait,
Like-
let's give it an hour.
No, it's
Really, like, regular tea?
It's tea.
Okay, quick background. She drinks things and either knocks her the hell out, it causes damage, because now we tell her she has to check it before she drinks it.
Let's just say my curiosity nature has gotten me in trouble, but I'm gonna pour a cup and take the tea.
It tastes like a mushroom tea.
It really is tea. Actually, this goes really good with the taco and the lizard.
So essentially, you have a magic item. It's a lot like an alchemist jug, but essentially, no, there's an actual thing called like a water decanter. This is essentially the same thing, except it makes tea.
All right, I'll try some. I tested it through 2 people.
Sure. Wow.
Broly, you want mushroom tea?
Maybe you'll have another epiphany. You ate that taco.
Wait, is it coming from Paylor as well?
Oh no, that one came from
no.
the
It's from the
teapot.
Feywild. It's Fey mushroom tea. That sounds wrong.
He's probably not gonna. Yeah.
And then in a passing moment, it's gonna be like, psst, Vera,
What?
is this the type of food that Paylor gives you?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what he's given me.
How can I get this from Paylor?
Didn't you just get rid of a god?
It's kind of like the long time service. I kind of gave it to Uthiel, but that was more of my god's choosing than mine.
That I have no words. In all
you
my
just want to
years,
be able to make tacos, or do you have other things?
in all my years of all the beasts and giants and crazy things I've ever taken down, of all the shit I've seen,
Wait, it's better than the Leviathan and the owl wings. I mean, the owl boy wings.
there's no competition.
All right.
We must find this Taco Bell.
Davis sort of chimes in and goes, I certainly hope that it's still open, to be honest. It's
It's
Oh.
okay. We now know what's in it. You know what I just thought about? Books
What?
and Bruisers not going to have tacos. Oh my god, that's going to be great for the restaurant. I'm writing this down.
I
Yeah.
immediately, like, how far am I from Savannah?
Oh, like 5 feet. You guys are sitting in a circle.
I immediately dash towards her, like, just lunge at her, and, like, I, like, basically give her, like, a bear hug, and you can actually make out that I'm starting to, like, cry a little bit. I'm like,
Oh yeah, we have a
I'm pretty sure that we can figure this out at the bar.
yeah.
Thank
like
you.
Moscow's like an alchemist. He could probably figure it out. Yeah, we kind of own. Turn
I'm
to
gonna own a bar.
Davis. We kind of own a bar.
Oh, so
That's like a wizard tower. It's a long
It's
story.
like a wizard tower library / bar.
You'd like it.
like
like
daughter,
it.
like father. You own businesses.
We had to like fight somebody for a deed of land, and that's what we chose. But it was a group effort.
Did you know
Let's
if you?
just say we all have business means into it, so
Oh.
Somehow.
Yeah, co-owners.
yes.
Interesting. Oh, good. It's such a strange motion. All right.
Here.
So
I give
what's
him
our
Lila.
plan since we only have? Yeah, you might want to hold the bear. It helps.
She's a comfort bear.
Oh, you give it to Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of grabs it and goes, "Oh."
The guy that we're gonna introduce you to gave that to me as a wedding gift.
He owns polar bears.
No, she came out of a card.
I'm sorry.
She's like a familiar is what she is. She's magic.
Something like that.
Oh,
She's magical.
So it didn't come out of a pod.
A pod?
odd.
How do you summon yours?
No, I kind of just summon her. Well, I
Okay, yours
had to
is
study
confusing,
this
right?
card for a while, and then she kind of just operated.
Well, some women at the village, when we were free, whenever they wanted to summon a creature for companionship, they would certainly summon it via pod.
That's not how my magic works. I kind of pray to a god.
Oh, we don't pray to gods.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I kind of was a little bit of a bookworm, but we have a lot of story. But let's just say, apparently he's been with me since I was a kid, and I didn't know it. But I mean, he hasn't done me wrong.
Well, to your question, Savannah, yeah? Yes, sorry. They just passed the encampment, or the open plain, so by tonight they should be camped up near the hilltop. We can probably try to wait for them there. Igo doesn't really steer far from the hunting grounds.
Just keep in mind we're short on time, especially if we're going to try and take you with us.
Want to get going now, or?
Hey, Sav, your carpet isn't ready, is it?
That's why I kept asking if it's the full 4 days,
Damn.
unless it's not affected by Feywild.
Roll me d20.
Ah, well, that fell.
Well, that's an interesting thought.
That is gonna be 12.
12. It was basically a 50-50 chance. You look at your carpet, and the number itself on the spinning thread is like ever so changing. You can try it.
Let's see. I'm gonna toss the disc and see if it pops out.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 1d4 minus 1.
If this works, I don't think we could take the bear.
The bear can go back. That is a 4, so 3.
3. You have access to your carpet for 6 days.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Well, we're not even gonna be here that long.
That's okay.
And roll me a d6.
2.
2. After the 6 days, it's going to take 4 days to cool down.
I figured that was coming.
Something within this realm, and you get a sense that even Savannah, you being more arcane focused, just being around the sigil that apparently tethered Davis to the Feywild and its chaotic manipulation of time is, you get a sense is having an effect on maybe most of your magical items, but yours, I believe, is the only one that actually relies on time to like execute something. So if maybe you had another thing that relied on time, it would probably affect it just as well, but yours is currently having some sort of boost in power.
We can't, like, try and dispel the sigil?
Didn't we try that when we got here?
No, we didn't touch it because we didn't know what it meant.
My question is, how far is the range on that?
Well,
Have you tried dispelling it?
I don't have that ability.
Oh, I do.
If you can try, that'd be great.
Should I try after the fight just in case, you know, he hits you really hard?
So we don't know if we dispel it, you're not just going to die.
You know, yeah, I think maybe we should do it when we don't have
Things on
pending
the line.
circumstances.
All right.
I have a feeling it's going to be hard to dispel, but
Well, I know that my range is at least within the hunting grounds around here, what our old tribe used to go by. I should be able to make it to at least where they're more than likely headed.
What does he do that he gets them underneath their control? It's just a spell? I mean, I was able to block it once.
It's strange. I don't know. These Fomerians are not the brightest ones. Even back in the day, we simply had to avoid them, stay quiet. They were easy to distract and easy to manipulate. You can move them around wherever you hunted. I don't know what Igor is, but I do know that he's beyond intelligence.
My dad said he was a... Hold on. What did my dad say he was?
No, that's the technical term is they're Fomerian.
Yeah, but he said he was mutated.
He was different.
At least that's what he learned. I think he may have learned a little more if we were trying to find her notes. That's like way back there.
He and actually Davis actually starts to turn to you, Savannah. Like almost narrow his eyes at your forehead and goes, he had that. And he points to the band of intellect that's on your head.
Oh, shit.
Don't tell me I'm cursed again.
No, I think that's the reason why he's not stupid like the other ones. That thing gives him a...
Ooh, that gives me ideas though. He's wearing a band?
Maybe...
He uses these strange, small little... They're like worms.
Ew.
They're like blue glowing worms that are attached to the base of the neck. Allows him to control those.
Felix? You heard that right?
You hear Felix. Yes, I've heard that.
You don't think it's the same or similar?
Similar means different tactics. my kind worked in spores, not living beings.
So, in other words, either was a host, or something's a host that he's using to control them.
That's my suspicion, is that he's, whatever these worms were, or however he created them, or where he found them, he's found a way to use them and manipulate some of the Eladrins. Like I mentioned to Vera, I don't have an ability to dispel them. But that would be a solid way to break them.
I don't know if that's something you could dispel. That doesn't sound like a spell, necessarily.
But something... I mean... Because it's still morning. I can remove a curse. That helps.
A dispel should be fine. I know it's not a traditional one, but you're not in a traditional place.
Trust me, even as a cleric, there's a lot of stuff I do that's not traditional.
Yes, well, I've been studying this for a while now, so trust what I say.
I wonder if I banish you to the material plane if you stay there, she's thinking to herself.
I'm not there. That's not my home.
The scroll wouldn't work, would it?
Oh, teleportation?
Yeah, we have a scroll of teleportation.
Does that work?
I don't know if it would break the time thingy.
That's the part I was wondering. I'm like, that probably wouldn't break through that.
Same plane of existence.
Never mind.
If you have the ability to dispel those creatures off our tribesmen, that would break the connection.
We can't just take them off because that's a lot of people to dispel. And I don't know if I can.
I think the only thing we could do is take out the swords, and if I go to the swords, probably like multiple things we've done now. It goes down, they go down.
I suppose you could. It's just more than likely would hurt our tribesmen. You need to be very delicate. Surgical. Doesn't seem impossible, though.
They haven't tried to take them off themselves. I mean, I know some of them are in cages, but those scouts weren't in cages.
Yes, well, the worms not only allow him to control them, but almost hear what they hear.
Okay,
if they end up talking or end up having any notion that they're going to try to remove it, he'll bring them back.
Worst case scenario, we just have Rolly gently knock them out, and then we take it off of them.
Kind of looks at you, Rolly, and kind of like nods in agreement. Well, I don't doubt that can't be done.
A lot of experience knocking things out.
I mean, I can give you the band for a short bit of time because I do need it, and you can study it? Do we have time for that?
If the band is doing something to you the same way it's doing something to him, keep it.
It's just making me smarter and therefore better at what I do.
It's fine. Keep it. We'll find a way. In the meantime, finish up, get your stuff, and I'll lead you to where they more than likely are headed.
Vera just hands Rolly a plate of tacos.
Don't mind if I do.
I think we're gonna need it today.
After you guys finish eating, start to pack up and grab your stuff. Because of Davis's natural explorer ability, you are not impeded by the natural environment of the forest as well as grasslands as you travel at almost full speed. He's currently like pointing at things like duck here, move around. Let's go around this space. Usually most animals live here, and sort of shifts you away from most dangerous areas around here. being a ranger of the Feywild.
Oh, I want to ask him something.
It doesn't take too long until you start to see that the forest itself starts to give. There's a bit of a quietness where David sort of tells you to shh. Sort of peers around the corners, out towards where the empty grasslands are, where you can see across the way about 80 feet is another canopy or line of trees. Looks for a moment. Okay, let's go.
Can I make a perception check for that lion?
Sure.
Ooh, 27.
27.
Yes.
You feel fairly confident that the lion is not here.
Damn. I want to ask him about it because I've seen it twice now.
Sure.
I mean, I would.
Davis, what is that? And she points to her hair because she's controlling it now, but like she'll lose control for a minute. What is that lion that has hair like this? I seen it with my dad, and then I seen it when we got here, and a treant said it was good luck.
Oh, the chromatic beast.
Well, he didn't eat us.
It's a very rare animal, especially southwards here. I don't know too much about it, except that there are old face stories of seeing one and it being lucky.
I've seen two. Or I don't know if it's the same one.
Oh, then luck be with you, young Kavad. Kavad Kane. Kavad Kane?
You can just call me Vera.
Vera.
Or Summer's Fury.
We don't use that one.
Wow, that's an interesting nickname.
Yeah, I should ask her how she got it.
She just looks at Savannah and her eyes turn red. But just her eyes and not her hair.
I'm gonna say now this chromatic beast you speak of. Rare
We're not eating
I'm
him,
gonna
Rolly.
eat it.
What? I never said we were. Damn.
Honestly, I'd be interested in seeing what it tastes like too, but it is a very mythological creature, a very important one.
Listen, You've
So
already
it's-
had
it's-
Leviathan, an owlbear, and now a taco. I'm not letting you kill the lucky
No,
lion.
I'm not. I'm gonna look Vera dead in the face. I'm gonna say, Vera, listen. I'm not gonna kill the beast. I'm gonna turn around on Davis and be like,
I don't know what this means.
Rolly.
what?
No.
No, what?
No.
What am I knowing to? What are you knowing to? What's going on here?
You don't touch that lion.
I won't. Jeez, how many times do I have to tell you? I'm not gonna kill it.
Uh-huh.
You continue forward, going past the grassland into the next stage of sort of travel. This one takes a little bit longer. Davis definitely tells you, like, I've only been away from the sigil for a max of like 48 hours. It pulls me back at random intervals, so I'm hoping that I don't have to restart my journey and meet you back here.
Is there any way to? I wish there was a way to tether you to us.
I mean, I could do the bond, but I don't think that's how that works.
I'm tethered to the actual plane. I don't think it's gonna work.
She, like, doesn't want to waste it. It's just,
What were you thinking?
well, no, I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll work. I tether Rolly and you to me, but that's only for an hour. Maybe if I do that when we use the leaf, he won't
I mean,
poof back
you
here.
you could switch the tethers, right? Try and see what happens.
It's only for an hour, that's why I don't want to waste it now until we're
Gotcha.
close to...
So I need, for the first hour of travel, Vera, roll me a d20.
Oh, goody. 16.
All right. Davis starts to flicker a little bit, but holds fast and doesn't doesn't time shift back to the original point.
I really want to try that other thing, but I know I probably won't roll it.
During the second hour of travel going through numerous streets, you actually start to see that the land itself starts to rise a bit. There are now like little drops and cliffs, still grassland on all around. For the second phase of travel, roll me d20.
Real high.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
A 2.
No.
No.
What'd you roll before, Vera?
16.
All right, he does not phase as you didn't get a odd number.
Oh.
Oh no.
Maybe we should have just spelled it before we left. I don't know. We're going against giants, man.
Well,
I think at this particular point, Davis kind of finds a camp, an empty space. You see that there's like a pond, a rock formation that overlooks a grassy area. It is sort of a thin clearing within surrounded by a thicket of trees all around you, and starts to move behind the rock area. Kind of waves you all in. All right. I suppose we should wait here now. And hopefully they show up.
I'm assuming on the track here, we saw no signs of like his caravan or anything, huh?
No, you get a sense that maybe you might have beaten them because of Davis's ranger ability.
Well,
time passes. Savannah, roll me a d20.
You know, I'm terrified.
you have lucky. You could technically reroll.
Can I re-roll that with lucky?
Of course.
Thank you. That was 13, you guys. Okay, that's better. That is an 8.
He almost shifts away. You see about half of his face go, no, not now. Hey, that's... A bit of fury comes to his face. But as you start to make camp, you guys roll 3 evens. I'm fucking impressed. This could have been an encounter where you had no Davis.
No.
I would have been salty because that's the second time we had a 4th body that disappeared like that.
Yeah.
You start to hear the sound of thumping, of the earth itself starting to shake and move. There is a small pond over the rocky formation that you can see. As you can see, the little ripples.
Can I try my bond now, even though we're not like in turn?
You want to try your bond?
Yeah, if he lets me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna I'll hold up my hand and I'll be like, it's a little weird at first, but it's kind of like a tether, if it makes any difference.
I already have one. Might as well.
And she casts some Bolding Bond.
This shared expression of feelings from two Ladrons, and you're,
She probably feels a lot from him.
you feel a mind fractured. There is a strong intelligence behind Davis, but it is currently trying to multitask like a person would if they were very well put together in terms of oh, I could do multiple things at once. He can. He just can't at the moment. And he wants to so badly. You can feel that desire and want.
She just looks at him and her hair goes a little, it flickers probably blue for a little bit and then it goes back to what it was.
Roll me an insight too.
Forgot what my insight was. Oh. Where the hell are you? I am a blind. Oh, +9. I can't do math. What's 13 plus 9?
A lot.
A lot.
22. The DC was 20.
Oh, okay.
You get a flash of images coming from Davis. You've seen illustrations of Richard from Savannah and the Raven's Kiss, as well as the Raven's Claw, the underground city. You get a flash of Richard. You get a flash of Miles when he was young, like a young, spry Miles, there, happy and smiling, and you feel there was a once love there between Richard and Davis. And
Like in love or like friend?
I get a feeling of maybe a one-sided.
Oh, okay.
You know, and there definitely was like a friend love too, sort of all around all three, but there definitely was a favoritism from David to Richard. The sound.
I think she just whispers in his ear and just tells him, I can see why he's your favorite. But she doesn't say it to the group. Like, she's not trying to make him mad or embarrassed. She was just like, I see why.
He rolled a natural one, so he's gonna grab you by the shoulder and go, "Don't ever do that again."
I don't mean anything bad by it. If you knew me well enough, you'd know that.
You hear from beyond the rock formations that you're hiding behind. He'll be fine. Set up camp. Hunt in the morning. You can hear the subtle movements of a hammer on ground, wooden stakes hitting up. You can hear the sound of cloth as tents and fires are starting to be started. You can hear the cheering and loud jubilation coming from like Giant King, this large, deepened voices there go on and fetch me a drink. You hear like maybe a smaller voice kind of like whimper a bit and run off.
I look at Davis. Should we try and grab him?
Let's put you on the map.
I don't know. Try to get that thing off their head.
If that's the plan, then no. We need to wait. Get our surroundings, know what we're up against.
Let me refresh, because this thing's weird.
How do you do things? There. Savannah. Vera. Aroli.
I'm not gonna lie, when
Davis.
you said here will be fine, I thought you said he'll be fine. I almost freaked out for a second.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
You can see, I'm gonna go and zoom out for the ones who can't really do this on their own. First of all, we do have multiple of these war horses who are kind of starting to help set up camp, enjoying their pathway here. There's a couple of hunters, Eladrin hunters, who have the leather and wooden accoutrement, as well as sort of these long bows and rapiers. There's a small river in the middle where you see sparkles of gold and blue just emanating from numerous plant life. And there are these... they're not all women, but I chose a woman image, but you see like these more greenish plant-like Eladrins who are more in tune with nature themselves. And then you could see sort of like what I like to call the bulls, these very bulky looking giant kin that are currently lumbering about, more the dumber ones of them all, who kind of like sits down on a tree and grabs a branch, starts to pick at its teeth. And they're sitting at the far end, a massive green, metalled, bent, horned throne is Igor the Hungry.
I think I'm gonna have to watch the stream too, because I logged in and logged out, and then I can't see everything. It's all black.
Here, let me see if I can help that for you. Again, guys, we're still learning this.
Someday.
Hopefully next stream.
Okay, I
Have
can
this
see
There you
now.
together.
Yeah, I can see.
All right. So that's what you see. And you
I
guys
see a
are
lot of
currently here on the
ugly.
very left-hand side of this rock formation. I'll say that you're like probably pulled back to not cause a scene here. But what do you guys do?
How far is that guy from me? The one with the blue hair.
This guy here? Hold on, where's the...
No, the Ladrin.
Where's the pointer? Can we do this? No.
Oh, no, man.
I don't know how to do things.
I would want to ask Davis. I'm like, what are the likelihood of they're just going to go to sleep? Like they'll have their guards out, but they're going to turn in.
Well, he kind of looks at some of the hunters out there. He's going to use them until they are exhausted. It's how he keeps them in line. They take long watches. The giant kin, they're going to sleep. They're going to rely on the hunters to
Will the scouts come
make some
over
notice,
if they see
make
you?
some noise. What was
I'm
that?
pretty sure they'll all run if they'll see him.
No, I'm saying the scouts, because they seemed like they were friendly towards you until he did whatever the hell he did with those bugs.
They'll be friendly until some of the giants are a bit curious on why they're gone for too long.
I'm just wondering if we can get a few, remove that thing, and then we'll have more hands.
Else, do we see the worm thing on them, or?
Roll a perception check.
I was gonna say maybe Savannah could sneak around that tent and like
I'm already
just...
planning on sneaking around. I just need to know what I'm sneaking around for. So that is going to be 21.
21. You can see a bit of a glow coming from the back of their collar. You can't see the actual quote-unquote worm itself, but you can see a soft blue glow coming from the back of their neck beyond the collar.
Just remember, apparently you can hear through those things.
I low-key kind of want to knock one out just to see if we could take it off.
I mean, if you can, if he doesn't make noise.
If you guys would like to wait for maybe to see if the positions of people start to shift, that can be done. But as a reminder, I'll need one of you to roll me a d20 to see if Davis sticks around.
I did the last one, so someone else.
And for these particular rolls, I'll let you, Temple, use your lucky if you need to.
What if
What if?
we get a bunch of them? Well, maybe not a bunch of them. Maybe like at least 2 of them
Don't use that to die.
in a
I
group.
don't like that die.
It's my best die, though.
It's-
And
that's okay, wait, go ahead.
And I cast silence, and you 2 knock them out and see if you can get the worms, and
I
it
like
won't make
this
any
plan,
noise.
though.
Huh?
I like this. I like this plan.
Yeah, but we can't have like a lot of time doing it, otherwise literally dum 1 through whatever over there are gonna get nosy.
Well, you just need to lure one out. So.
Do you do anything in particular in this moment? Or we're still planning? We're still in the planning phase, yeah?
I think
We're
we're
still
still
in the
planning,
planning phase.
just
No worries.
watching.
I'm gonna zoom out again once again for the players at home, and there you go.
I think we need to watch how they maneuver out.
Yeah, because that one he said go get him some water or something. Like, is he coming our direction or is he just going to that little pool?
The one who was instructed to get water was this guy here. You see him that he sort of gets towards the lake itself and starts to pull a little bit of pond water, only to rush back.
The hunters don't have the collars on, right? The ones that he's sending out to hunt.
With all of your... Well, currently they just set up camp, so they haven't gone out to hunt just yet, and they said that they were going to go hunt in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think night's a good time to do this.
No, I definitely think night's the best time to do it. I was just trying to think of who we lure out enough that we can try this experiment.
Maybe I could lure him out. Wait, do you have the jellyfish?
I do have the jellyfish. Is it a full moon?
Well, about
It
that.
is.
The jellyfish is invisible, guys.
Maybe
There
we
is
could do that.
it's actually very easy to see that it's a full moon because there are multiple moons in the sky.
Oh yeah, we could totally use the jellyfish because they won't see it.
I don't know, maybe you can lure him out that way, but if he can't see it, maybe if you make a little noise or something, I don't know. I'm just I'm nervous
It
about making
can,
noise.
But I can make the noise on. I believe.
Or maybe like just make it splash around in the water. It's a jellyfish.
That made me laugh. I don't know why.
I don't know. Like, I was thinking of like how could we not make noise in the bushes, but like make noise where they won't think it's weird.
Well, I mean, I could just do like how I tricked him with Davis's voice. You could just move the noise there. I have that cantrip, so.
Yeah, we could do that.
I just don't want all of them to go.
Yeah, because he can hear through those worms, and then we're screwed.
All right.
I mean, we could use Dave as bait. They're friendly. No, we can use you as bait. They're friendly to other out. They'll probably just think you're, part of them. Walk to you. Bam.
I'm good. I'd rather them go to somebody they know than somebody... 3 of them know me.
What's the plan, guys?
I don't know. What are they doing now?
You want to wait?
Yeah.
All right, someone roll me a d20.
Oh, Rolly.
Somebody good with evens. Can I add
Oh,
guidance?
that's an 18.
Oh, there we go.
18.
I was like, am I allowed to add guidance if it evens
He
it out?
shifts only slightly, like bit of his fingertips start to leave, and he pulls it back. Bit of the time pulling him back to where he was tethered. No effects, and we're gonna go ahead and shift around. This guy's gonna go towards the camp. This guy's gonna go towards the fish over here.
There we go.
This person's gonna go get instructed to sort of get into this far space. This guy's gonna join him at the camp. This guy's gonna go follow those he's been instructed to. These two are not gonna move within the hour. She's gonna go to here with the drinks.
I can't cast silence on a person, can I?
It's on an area.
No, the area is probably the better option, anyways.
Well, no, I was gonna say I was gonna cast it on you, and then you can sneak quietly and bring him back. That's what I was thinking, but no. Yeah, it says 20-foot spear centered on the point you choose. Okay.
Okay. You see that everyone has sort of shifted a little bit right now.
Do you want me to cast it on that barrel and then you go behind him and...
Something, because I might have an idea. It's my spells. Trying to find disguise self real fast.
Oh. That's a first level spell if you have it.
Yeah, I do. Alright. So what if I turn myself into the Aldrin, lure the one behind the tent to come my way into our area, Roly smash him in the back of the head, and then we go off from there.
Well, I'm still gonna cast silence because again, he can hear
No,
through those
you're going
things.
to cast silence.
Who are you gonna disguise
we have to
yourself
lure
as?
them to the air. Huh?
Who are you gonna disguise?
One of them. Just the colorful hair. So I look like I might be them, so they'll come to us.
Okay, all right.
How do we feel about this?
I guess. I'm gonna cast it on the barrel right there because it says 20-foot spear.
Wait, what barrel?
The one where he's standing.
I would say maybe further away from the tent, because I'm assuming the giant's in the tent, right?
I don't
So
know.
like right where I wish I can tap on it. Kind of like right where
I
your
can
name
tap
is right now.
but
Like
like
right
by
in
that purple
area.
bush.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy can't see, right? The one to the my right.
This guy's I'll say that for sake, because this guy is supposed to be hidden, but again, you guys can see my screen. So I'm gonna say this guy's exited out of the tent and is currently over here.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I guess on that purple bush we'll do like the 20-foot sphere.
All right. Is that what you do?
Yeah, silence.
You release silence as a bit of the nature and outside call of random animals and the rush of wind and leaves starts to leave this area as this Eladrin sort of like steps in, starts to reach into the barrel of fish and food, and immediately looks confused because he's going through things and he can't hear the subtle sounds of like the sloshing and sort of the sound of wood, his hand against wood, and he's very confused.
I guess I'm gonna disguise self, and I'm gonna head down there.
Okay. Without a sound, you slide down, looking like one of these guys, or you know, like one of the Eladrins. He doesn't catch you right away. I'll say at disadvantage because he's silent.
Confused.
Yeah, he's currently not. He didn't even hear you slide downwards because it's quiet. It's silence. But he does eventually look towards you and goes,
I'm gonna play along, so I'm gonna just like, oh, and I'm gonna point kind of in the bush so we're kind of go somewhere secluded, be like,
roll me a persuasion check.
where did I go?
I can't get
Nice.
guidance from me up here.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20. The funny thing
Yes.
is, I was giving you disadvantage because you can't convince him properly because you're silenced.
Gotcha.
But I was giving you advantage because you look like one of them. So you got a nat 20.
Yay.
You point towards the bush towards the north, and he looks towards that way, and he goes. And he starts to walk that way.
I hope they figure it out. I'm looking up there like,
Rolly,
Hello.
that's your cue.
that's time to go gently. Gently knock him out. We need him for combat.
I go and gently knock him out.
All right, and because he went that way, I'm climbing back up on the rock.
All right, we're climbing you back up. Rolly, make me an attack roll. You do so with advantage because he is distracted. Because one, he didn't hear you coming.
Uh-oh.
Natural
Oh
20.
no.
There you go.
Nat 20,
Are
baby.
you doing it with a weapon?
Well, you said gently, so...
Was it non-lethal? We just need to knock him unconscious.
You can do it non-lethal if you want.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Roll me double damage.
Just
one
said
less
we
guy to
needed him
deal
for
with.
combat, but alright.
How long does silence stay up?
An hour.
It does?
Yeah, we might can use the spot for a while.
That's gonna be... 23
No,
points
it's 10
damage.
minutes. It says
23.
Yeah.
You strike at this guy with the flat end of your axe, almost ringing his bell. The guy didn't actually see you or hear you coming. It's just one moment he's looking at what his friend told him to look at this strange coincidence that he can't hear anything. The next moment, he rockets forward, grabs one of the nearby trees, and is like struggling to catch his eyes, like almost like everything is shifting. He's still alive.
Okay, I follow up.
Can I go run
You have
down
a second
there?
attack.
I follow up.
No.
I mean, he's in the bushes and it's silence. At least nobody's hearing this.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 28.
Roll me damage.
I was gonna say, you could just hold him down and Vera will try to get this thing off.
off. That's gonna be 21.
He is unconscious. As you
Vera's like, bring him
shakes himself
over
and you are
here.
like, no, go to bed. Boom! And he actually smacks his forehead against the tree and falls backwards. There is no thud because it is silent.
I grab him and I start dragging him back. Actually, I'm gonna put him on my shoulder to make
Yeah.
less noise.
Just hold him behind the rock. We can come
We
down
can
from
come
there.
down
Yeah,
there.
you move him this
Yeah.
way.
I'm an athlete, guys. I'll
We're
bring
still
him to you.
technically in the silent zone, right? Or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah, you technically are.
All right.
Can
So
we
then
make a
I'm
check
gonna-
to see if we can get this off his neck? Without
here's
magic?
Hold on. What, Broly? What are you doing?
Here's what I'll do. Since we're still in the magic area, I'm gonna versus prioritizing stealth. I'm just gonna prioritize getting it done quickly. So I'm just gonna grab the dude and run.
Oh yeah,
Like noise be damned. I'm just gonna move.
you.
A part of me is like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, what is it?
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, part of me, because it's that silent area, I'm like, should we just keep trying to bait and smash people while we have that
Yeah, that's
open?
why I was like, Rolly should, you should bait, he should whack him, and like Vera and David should try and get the things off their neck.
I'm okay with this.
I'm not gonna knock a strategy that's working.
So that's why I'm just gonna be like to Rolly and then just be like, bring him here.
I can stay like this for an hour. I can do this.
Vera, roll me a medicine check with advantage.
Can I give myself gardens?
Yeah. That sounds fine.
Okay, not bad. Where's another d20? Well, we're gonna definitely need the advantage. Medicine. Ooh. 5 plus a d4. 26.
26. 26.
I have a 9 to
Uh,
medicine.
Yes, you are able to pull down the collar where the neck is, and immediately you see what looks like to be like a leech, something that currently is latched on. You can just see the tail going like just slowly moving, glowing a light blue as you quickly pinch around it, and instead of pulling it directly outwards, you get a sense that that will actually hurt the person that it's tied to, and you slowly just start to twist it left and right until finally the leash decides to let go.
Can I sacred flame it in my hand?
Yeah, you
Yeah. Yucky.
Okay, now I gotta wake his ass back up. Hold on. Maybe we should put him back in silence so he doesn't yell.
he's in silence.
Oh, okay.
He's-
Oh yeah, because I didn't do that with magic.
One big thing I have to ask though is is this healing spell have somatic components?
Yeah, that's the
or vocal?
thing. Like, I need to heal him out here.
Yeah.
Unless I
Do you have
have.
potions?
Does somebody have potion?
Go 'em.
Huh?
You can gag them.
Well, I'm asking if somebody has like a healing potion versus blowing a bunch of spells.
I have potions.
Okay, well, let's give him a healing potion. Just a basic one.
Okay. Give him a standard.
Okay.
I got 2 left.
Rolly moves the guy back into the zone of silence, pops open, uncorks it, and then slowly lets the magical elixir dribble down his throat until finally the guy goes.
I'm gonna grab him, look at me, look at me.
Point to your
I
neck.
kinda- No, better yet, Davis, come here.
The guy shifts his gaze, looking at Savannah because he was like, "I recognize you. You're the what happened? But he doesn't say this. Obviously, he is in a silence thing. Seeing the motion to stay quiet, he shifts his eyes over to Davis and goes,
Okay. Actually, I cover his mouth and I walk him out of the sound place.
"Okay."
I'm just gonna look
Okay,
at this
I
entire
need-
exchange going on, and I'm
I
just
know,
gonna
I
look
just thought
at.
about it, so I'm like,
I'm like, oh, go ahead.
am I assuming he can hear me now? I'm like, you're okay. You had something on your neck that was controlling you. We're trying to save everyone. If I move my hand, don't yell. And I move my hand.
You see his hand slowly press against the now fresh wound on his neck. And then immediately he goes to his back of his head. He's, ow!
They can't control it. Sorry, we didn't think you were gonna just be like, yeah, you're my friend. I'm gonna remove your worm. So
Hit me!
the treated anyway.
I
Don't worry about
suppose you got rid of the worm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That means he can't hear me.
Yeah, huh?
Huh?
He can't
Can't
hear you
hear
anymore.
you?
Like I can't hear you, Temple, because you're far away. He kind of
You
nods.
think you can get other people to come over here and we can remove their worms? Like one by one, not whole group, because that's a lot of noise.
Probably.
You have to be quiet.
Probably the ones that are not being accompanied by others.
Yeah.
Is this happening?
Well, we're gonna try.
Just get them back to the corner we had you. It's silence for a reason.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap him on the back and give him some guidance in case he needs it.
It only lasts for a minute.
I know. He may need it getting down this rock.
It might help us to get at least one in there.
Well, actually, is he gonna need help getting down? Cause I could do that.
Oh yeah, he could lift you off the rock.
I'm nimble. I'll be fine.
Okay. Can I go set up like a position and like kind of have him lure the person in and then just ambush them when they're not looking?
All right, we're gonna put you in the brush.
Do
over
we
here.
need you to ambush them if they're okay with going along with it?
Well, he's gonna lead him to a place, and then as soon
He's
as
gonna whack him on the head.
thank you.
Okay, the guy starts to go down. Roll me a d20 as he walks past these giantkin.
Oh, so me?
Anyone.
Yep. I'll leave that on Vera.
The only
These are your people.
the few Eladrins that are not being accompanied by another giantkin are these guys over here. So he has to walk past a few of these people.
Does he still have guidance? It's a 14.
Sure, we'll add guidance.
I was like, I gave him a nice pat. Oh, that's better. 17 total.
17. He's able to walk about here. Roll me another d20 as he walks past this one.
Get damn it.
I mean, you have the ability of guidance, so I'll let you.
The guidance is over.
It's over already.
got it.
16.
16. No one pays him any mind. You start to watch him like almost like now he's starting to sweat. You can see him like nervous, seeing the small glow coming from most of his compatriots' backs, and he's like, "It's not on mine. It's gonna catch me."
Put a plant. Put those plants and be like, it's glowing.
Someone roll me a d20 with disadvantage as he has to cross literally 5 feet away from.
Not
one
me.
of
I
these.
rolled the first.
I'll do it.
You have lucky. I don't.
Well, if it's disadvantage, that's not much better. Okay, 14.
14. You're just hoping for a certain number, so he's able to get past. And I'll say
There's
he
a whole flock of them over there.
gets over here. And roll me a d20. Let's see how persuasive he's able to get these guys.
These good.
These are good.
That's pretty good. That's a 19.
19.
No buffs, right? Just a
No.
just a flat 20.
Just a flat 20.
Yeah. All right. It's pretty good.
These three start to walk back.
We're getting water.
We're getting water.
Roll me another d20, guys, with disadvantage.
All right, I guess I'll be the disadvantaged one.
Lordy.
11.
Okay. They start to move on, and this Formarian sort of looks back and goes, "What you doing?" "Water. I want water." And this one is taken away. But these two continue on. This one looks freaked out, like, "No, don't leave me." They continue on their way. And we need one more d20 as they walk past this guy.
Disadvantage or just regular?
Just regular, because they can actually get a 5-foot distance away from him.
That's your zone.
Don't be a dick.
12.
12. He actually gets caught. Like, this one goes, "Bring me food," and he looks to this girl and goes, just go, get food. And she starts to rush towards.
Damn, we had a whole group and like half of them.
We got down to one.
And you see her expression slowly change as she starts to go through the barrel and goes,
Oh crap, that means I have to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Okay, so I'll do the same thing. I jump down there and then point at behind the bush.
"Roll me persuasion check."
Just like, oh. 15.
15.
This is like
She looks towards the bush and goes,
I'll actually go with her.
"Okay." And Rolly, you see the figure go into the bush.
be gentle, Broly.
Gentle, Rolly. It's
27.
That hits.
Dear Lord.
I will not be gentle. I was gentle the first time,
Not
and it
really.
did not do it. It did not do a thing.
What did the poor lady do to you?
You're giving her another health potion. Like, jeez.
17 points of damage.
17. You hit her once, and you see a bit of like this fey bark skin magic start to come out as it almost instinctually, like the nature around her reacts as she gets hit. You see her react to it. She's still standing.
All right.
Oh crap.
I'll
Youth
fall-
tactic. Do I see her leech thing?
You do.
I'm just gonna mage hand and grab it. Try to yank it
Try
off.
to twist it though.
Roll me a d20 plus your spell attack modifier.
Because if you yank it off, it's gonna like hurt her.
That's gonna be a 19.
19. The mage hand, as she currently stumbles because of Rolly. Rolly has this juggernaut ability to push someone. She gets off kilter. Her balance quickly is off-centered, and you use that opportunity to quickly throw an arcane mage hand as it grabs onto underneath her cloak, and just seeing what Vera did, tries to gently twists. Unfortunately, not meeting the DC. And she drops. You don't know the
Give her out,
status
push it.
of her, but you do have the leech in your hand.
I
Amazing.
rush to her and I give her a standard potion.
Roll me.
I'm gonna take the leech and run to her with it.
Did you roll for the other guy? It's a 2d4 plus 2.
I did not roll for the guy.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
Right.
I just look at
2d4 plus 4?
Yeah,
I
2d4
take,
plus
I
2.
take it and I sacred
2.
flame it in my hand.
That'll be 9 for the first one.
Okay, so this guy over here has 9 HP. So we're just gonna say he has 9. Okay, and how much does she have?
She has 5.
5. You see her hit the ground. No sound, but hits the ground hard. And the moment you turn her around quickly, Roll, you start to feed her a bit of the healing potion, and her
Wait,
eyes
is it
go up.
possible to do something?
Yeah,
You need to cover her mouth.
So she obviously goes head first, right?
yeah.
Can I see the wound?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna pour a little of the potion in the wound,
The wound.
and then I'll turn her around and then pour the rest on her throat.
You drip a little bit. It starts to seal that wound, and then you start to feed her a little bit. As her eyes open, she freaks out, starting to try to back away, gets
and,
against a tree.
and I do this, and I'm like,
Point to.
and I'm gonna point to Vera. Oh, sorry, to Savannah.
Actually, I'm gonna point to Davis, and it's just like,
She like looks to Rolly, looks to Savannah, and like, I trusted you. And then you point to Davis, and she's like,
I'm gonna cover her mouth, and we're gonna walk her out of the zone, and tell her, I'm like, do not yell. We took the leash off your neck. Okay? Don't yell.
what's happening?
We're trying to get you out of his control.
It's gone. It's gone. Finally.
We're trying to do it for all of you. You think you can help?
Yeah, you guys aren't so willing to come over here to the corner, just saying.
I can try.
If we can get them in the corner, we can get them off your neck, because it's currently silenced for a little bit longer.
Also, if you could just get them to agree to it versus us having to hit you over the head,
It'd be
because
easier.
it'd be easier.
He can hear us.
He can't hear you now.
But if we tried to ask people to follow.
Well, yeah, maybe just bait them. We're gonna just have to hit people over the head. It's fine.
We're going to continue this, guys, next time. We're not live next week, right?
No.
No.
No. Unfortunately, we will not be, but don't worry, we'll be live the next week, and then we'll have a one-shot as well. Mr. Breezy, hey, what's going on? Let's go ahead and pick a winner for today's D1020 giveaway.
Ka-ching.
And the newest one by a hair. Wow. Breezy snuck it in. We had a few people earlier today, but I love it.
Ooh. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'll send you a whisper to get your info. You're going to get a Mithril Armory 1020 for those who would want a D20 on the go. you can definitely have one of those, bend them, make them, and enjoy. So, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to check out our socials. Don't forget to follow and all that goodness. We're live every Saturday at 2 p.m. Standard Time, except for next week because life gets in the way sometimes.
Life found a way.
Always finds a way. And then we'll also be live next Friday, as we usually are, for Books and Brew, held live in the capital of the Estrafis domain. Inside jokes, inside jokes. All right, Breezy, I'll send you a whisper in just a second, buddy. But thanks for joining us, everyone. Check you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.